Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Shop on TV with me, Rob Luck, with an E, wearing my lovely pinny, and we're about to do some cooking in the microwavey. Yeah, no, honestly, I tell you what, in this show, you've come to the right place if you've got a microwave and you want to treat it like an oven, because we've got a way to actually cook and brown things properly in a microwave. Now, it says the microwave toasted sandwich maker. Yes, it does do those. Yes, it's predominantly designed for those. But the and more part is you can do steaks, you can do sausages, fish fingers, you can do salmon, you can do pasties. You can do just about anything you want to cook in a microwave, and it actually browns it properly and cooks in it literally about 4 minutes. Now, normally 50 quid for a twin pack. We've done you a special, ladies and gentlemen, a bit of a solid, if you will, because you can get 2 of these bad boys, or good boys, depends what you put in them, I suppose, for £40. But this is a show special, so the clock will come in momentarily. Here it comes, down the bottom there. That is the clock of doom. That means that when it runs out, so does the offer. We've got these brilliant colours as well. There are 4 colours to choose from: navy and red, red and orange, charcoal and navy, and charcoal and orange. And now you can also, if you want to, look, 2 for £40. I believe I'm right in saying on the website you can buy them individually if you wish, in individual colours, but they will cost you £25. So you can mix and match. You do you, babe. You buy what you want. I'm not going to stop you, but I tell you, I would recommend, and this is not me just trying to flog you stuff, because I don't do that, at least not well. You prop 2 of these, 1 in, 1 out, you know, especially if you've got a family. They are fabulous. They're one of our top products. And of course, if you've got a top product, you need a top guest to demonstrate it. And so we scoured the earth for the best person for the job, and they weren't available. So it's
twice in one.
Twice in one. I just made that joke before we came on the air. Joe Remlitz, ladies and gentlemen. How are you?
Really good, thanks. Good to be back with you.
It's been years.
A hot minute, as a kid says.
It has been.
Yeah.
Do tell. What I mean, I've set it up.
Yeah.
And now you go and score the goal, as they say.
These are revolutionary for your microwave, which literally
they go
almost, which almost all of us own, don't we? Because the way your microwave works is your microwave actually heats the water molecules in your food. That's what it does, essentially. So it's impossible for it to brown or to toast anything. So what this does is, the Micro Munch, what you've got are these really clever plates. So these absorb the microwave energies, creating heat. So this will heat up to 270 degrees Celsius.
God,
so think about this like a contact grill or a grill pan, which you're going to use inside your microwave.
Look, they're metallic, and we were always told never put metal in the microwave, but it's a special kind, isn't it?
Of course, because it's encapsulated in this silicone element on the outside, but also it's coated as well. It's got a brilliant non-stick coating. This is dishwasher safe as well. You're just going to wipe these over. They're a breeze to clean. They really are. So we talk about making toasted sandwiches in them. So let's do that first. Now, all you're going to do, I find the best way is to put a little bit of oil on the plate itself.
Now you can butter the outside of the bread if you want.
Butter the outside of the bread. You can put mayonnaise on the bread if you wanted to. Do any of those different things. And then what we're going to do, I've got the world's biggest tub of cheese, by the way.
Cheese and rice, that's big.
It is. It's not easy being cheesy. Let me put this onto here. So I like to put loads of cheese in mine. It's up to you how much you put in. So plenty of cheese into there. We're going to pop that on, and then what you've got are these 2 little silicone straps at the side. They go onto there. Simple as that. Lovely. You don't need to preheat it. No. You can use a standard. This is not a commercial wattage microwave or anything like that. It's just a standard microwave. And then we're going to put this into here.
You know what power that is?
I believe
it's 800, isn't it?
Standard is at 800 watts, so we'll find out what it is.
Now,
I can tell you, it's on the back.
Yeah, what I understand is that if you do have a slightly less powerful microwave, say a 700, I don't think they really go below 700. No. You may have to turn the Micro Munch over halfway through, but with the more powerful ones, really just one side, blast it for 3 or 4. I mean, pretty much everything's 4 minutes.
I use it in the one here. I've got a very cheap white plastic microwave at home, tiny one. It's still 2 minutes each side in that one as well. So that kind of tends to be the rule of thumb. So brilliant for allowing you to make things like toasted sandwiches. Don't think about cooking your food with the microwave. You're powering the Micro Munch with a microwave. That's the best way to think about it. In the same way, you power your frying pan with your hob at home, or you you power your roasting dish with your oven. So it's exactly the same.
Great way to think of it.
It also means is you can do a load of other stuff because
look at this.
Now brown and crisp and toast in your microwave.
We've got Sam here, Sam's Samosa.
Samosa. I've forgotten what it's like working with you.
Sorry.
Realisation.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, isn't it? We've got sausage rolls, pasties, burgers. I don't know what those are, but they look lovely.
Kebabs.
They're kebabs, are they? These are some apples, by the looks of it.
Nectarines.
Oh, nectarines.
We're going to do some grilled nectarines in here.
Lovely.
So yes, brilliant for reheating foods or cooking foods. Ordinarily in a microwave are a complete no-go. So things like pastry in a microwave, it heats the water, so it just steams it from the inside out.
I did an infomercial once which was for a grill, and we it was one of the first air fryers actually years ago, and we did cook some chicken in a microwave to show what the comparison would be like, and it looked like it had come from the morgue.
Of course, yeah.
But you can do literally raw meats in this, and in a few minutes they're cooked through.
They really are. The speed of this is incredible. But also the energy efficiency is incredible because you're not cooking for very long. Well, that's actually our toast is halfway done. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to grab that out, I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to put this back in. I'm that bad with the microwave, I don't actually know how to set the time on this one, so everything we do is 4 presses. 4 presses. That's the only way. And if I'm cooking something at home in my microwave, it's 8 minutes, that's 16 presses. If I'm having a conversation, I'll be like, wait a minute, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because I just, that's the easiest way to do it.
You need a degree in rocket science.
You really do.
To operate a microwave.
So great for reheating things, cooking things that we wouldn't cook in a microwave. My mum always used to microwave bacon when I was little. It was awful. We'll show you how you can do things like burgers, bacon, sausages, brilliant in here. Fish. I think if you are someone, especially if you are someone that lives on your own or you cook for just yourself a lot, you know someone that does, this is a brilliant 4-minute meal machine because everything we're going to cook in here, everything we're going to show you pretty much is going to be cooked in 4 minutes. But also, it's incredible.
If you're a shift worker like me, a shift worker.
I know what you said there.
Very good, very good. And
don't start with homeowner.
No.
That's the way it sets me off.
What's the one you did the other day that I love? Lack of ram. I think that's brilliant. Rack of lamb, lack of ram. You talk about. Anyway. I'm
thinking rump of lamb now.
Rump of lamb. Lamb bum. I had a point. Don't know what it's gone. It's literally left my brain. Oh, I was going to say, am I right in thinking that even though the microwave is powering the special plates inside and superheating them, you're still getting some benefit from the microwave, the speed of the microwave cooking too. So it's like a dual cooking system.
Yeah, you are.
But I was going to say, if you're a shift worker and you get home at night, instead of calling for the takeaway, by the time that's arrived, all soggy and cold, a couple of butties in the old Micro Munch, and you're literally munching away, and you're happy, and you're sitting down and relaxing. Yeah,
absolutely. Or it could just be a really quick, breakfast. Maybe you just throw a couple of rashers of bacon in here. You can do that. It's the ultimate 4-minute meal machine for so many different things.
Get the 2-pack. You can do your bacon, and then you can put it in a sandwich that's already ready to go in the other one. Absolutely. All right, here we go. Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? Believe it or not, we haven't cut away. This is not magic. This is real life. It's happening. Here is the Micro Munch about to deliver. OMG!
And it's fantastic. And the thing I love about it is it's perfect every single time you take it out of here as well. So let me just get this out here.
So please don't.
Are you? Okay, I'll try not to.
I'm just going to stand here and salivate for the next 3 hours.
There for a second. I'll cut this on here first. And also, it doesn't matter what kind of bread you want to use. So whether you use, I've just used the most inexpensive white bread, 85 pence a loaf.
You can do doorsteps in there, can't you?
Absolutely, you can. You can use wholemeal. You could even do something sweet with brioche if you wanted to. It's completely up to you. So
that's
a straight up cheese sandwich, which I think is brilliant. So
but it's brown.
Absolutely.
It's toasted.
Beautifully brown. Let me just show you. It's so wonderfully crisp on the outside of there as well. And I mean, I could have put more filling into there if I wanted to. But the great thing is with this as well, that even if you've got thicker foods, let me find another one for you. I've got
sure, go ahead. Well, I was going to say, and also because it's a microwave, if it comes out and it's not quite brown, you just bung it in for another minute or two, don't you?
And also because it's silicone as well. The thing is, if you're making a really sort of big doorstep sandwich here with this, it expands, which is brilliant because of this sort of silicone latch system that you've got on the outside of there, which is brilliant. But from anything carby, so, sandwiches, amazing. Even things like ciabattas will go in here,
lovely.
or bagels if you want to put those in here. They're going to work perfectly as well.
The only thing we've discovered it doesn't do very well is you can't fry an egg in it because it tends to sort of run all over the place.
Absolutely.
But you could do eggy bread. Right, okay, so just FYI, bacon's got my name on it, salmon's got my name.
Okay, wonderful.
No, because the burger will have bread in it. Ladies and gentlemen, get ordering because this is a special. When you see the clock at the bottom of the screen, when it's a show special, that means the price, the saving is only good until the end of the show, which is 3 a.m. We've got about half an hour before ITV and STV join the proceedings. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to show you a clip from a previous show with Joe and Sean and Hayley, because we want to basically, Joe's got some lovely stuff lined up, and when ITV and STV have joined, we're going to go gangbusters and we're going to feast, ladies and gentlemen. So bear in mind that to get the offer you have to check out. If you don't pay, you don't get to play. This is genuinely the most useful thing that has, I think, ever been invented for a microwave. It turns something that's essentially a flash and expensive reheater into a proper oven or grill. 007 475 is the item number. Get ordering. But here are Sean and Hayley and Joe on a previous day, and I don't know exactly what they're doing, but I think it involves beans.
So toasty-wise, Joe,
the envy of the office.
going right back to the basic, it's really simple and straightforward, isn't it? You can't really go wrong.
Straightforward. Now you've got options. You can butter the outside of your bread. You never butter the inside of the bread on a toast. You always the outside, because that's what makes it nice and golden. What I've done is use a tiny little bit of spray oil directly onto the Micro Munch plate. So you could even use mayonnaise on the outside of your bread if you want to do something else. Some people like to use it. It's completely up to you. Shall we have beans and cheese?
Oh, cheesy beans.
Love a cheese and beans.
Oh, you're taken aback now.
Oh gosh.
This used to be Hayley's.
I'm back in Clacton.
Back in Clacton. What year is it?
In me. Oh gosh.
Clacton
89.
1989.
In me chalet.
It was pre-Shayley.
I knew a lady that owned a shell shop at the bottom of the pier in Clacton in the 90s.
I probably met her.
There you go, see? Probably old friends.
Oh God, cheesy beans got us through. Got us
That
through
was
the
all.
season.
That was just your diet, wasn't it?
Cheesy
all
beans
summer
and
season.
Stella.
Drink responsibly.
Obviously.
And many beers are available.
As a toast or just on their own?
No, cheesy beans on their own.
Just
we
on their
used to
own?
do them on toast, but we used to do them out of a bowl.
But not as glamorous as this in a lovely Micro
Stella, I put on
Munch.
2 stones, so I wouldn't advise that at all.
We don't advise that at all.
No. Let's have a nice glass of water, that's what I would say.
Now,
Cup of tea.
I'm going to say I've probably overfilled that slightly, but I mean,
But the hinges
overfill a toasty.
are still thick enough.
There's a lot of
So
cheese in
yeah, if you've got thicker bread or you like a lot of cheese.
But you don't have to. It's up to you, isn't it? It's how you like.
Now remember, there's your colours. Choose your colours. Massively busy. You can go for the red and orange. It is the busiest. We've got navy and red, charcoal and orange, and charcoal and navy. We haven't got thousands of each of these, and the stock is depleting really quickly. But what you must do is check your baskets through, because even if there is stock left at the end of the show,
price goes up.
It's no good waking up at 5 tomorrow morning thinking, oh, I'll hold it. It'll have gone back up in price. Yeah. This deal is purely for the show, and it's matched our lowest ever price.
And everybody loves a toasted sandwich, but you can do so much more with the Micro Munch than toasted sandwiches.
Yes.
That's where it'll start. Just do your favourite toasty, and then you'll start to experiment with some of the foods that we've shown you. If you've got kids who want their lunch in an instant, look at these sausages.
Oh, they smell
perfect. So that you can see. And the great thing is that it's brilliant because they're encapsulated in the Micro Munch as well. So it means that, you know, they're not going to be messy to cook those. I'm going to save them because we're going to have a sausage, cheese and bean toasty later with those.
Oh.
Because I love a sausage, bean and cheese slice, you know, from the bacon.
Oh, yeah.
Recreate that as a toasty.
We had an email in, and it was a lady from the RAF, I'm sure, and she was going to do a whole little breakfast.
Like a mini,
in there.
mini breakfast.
A bit of bacon, a sausage, a bit of perhaps a bit of black pudding, some mushrooms, bit of tomato, and she was going to do. So that'd be good. Oh, I know who else it's really good for. Sorry to point. That's very rude. Really good for lorry drivers. Because they often have
microwaves in the cab,
don't they?
Yeah.
or you can just stop and, I mean, I don't know, could you take it into a service station and use the microwave there where they heat the milk?
There is one, isn't
there? There is one.
Sometimes they have a microwave for heating baby food.
Yeah, that's what Joe's saying, yeah. Could you do that? Oh, I don't know.
If you just
we won't.
If you took your coat and rocked it like this. And then
rocked
just
it like a
dinged
ball.
it in the microwave and then took the baby out.
I don't see why not. I really don't.
What on earth have we got there?
This is a piece of sea bass and some green beans in here.
I love sea bass. But I don't like cooking it at home.
No.
I never cook it at home because I never cook it.
You'll have it
right.
out, won't you?
And you know, the other thing this is great for, again, 2 minutes each side for this.
Now, with the busiest point of the show, you desperately need to check your baskets out. When I said lorry drivers went absolutely potty.
Oh, sorry, what? The lorry drivers are all on it.
There's going to be that many lorry drivers with babies
sneaking into the motorway.
You'll know why, won't you? Yes. And do check your baskets through. Massively busy. Sorry to interrupt. What were you saying that was more sensible than me?
No idea.
Oh, I'm sorry. What did I put in there?
I don't know.
Now, I've got a question. Let's answer this question.
What did I just put in there? Sea bass and veg.
Oh, yeah, I said it's...
Oh, I've remembered.
Yeah, you see, I knew that.
I've remembered.
It's back.
Yeah.
It's back. What I was going to say is when you were doing things that are a bit whiffy, so fish, so sea bass, salmon, bacon, I have got a lovely apartment, you've been around, but the cooking area, the open dining, eating, kitchen, lounging, Netflix area. So it's all in the one place. So it means that if I do cook something like bacon or fish in a pan, the whole place smells out. Now the great thing with this is because it's contained within the Micro Munch, then it's contained within your microwave. Mine's actually in my utility cupboard as well. It means that you've not got those sort of smells lingering like you do when you pan fry, which is great.
Yeah, that's very true.
It's funny, there's no real food smell in here, is
It's because it's in the Micro Munchie in your microwave, so it means that it's contained away. So I think if you do live open plan, you will notice the difference when you use it.
You hate that, don't you? When it's got that fish smell, you can't get rid of it. That's a brilliant
When
point.
someone reheats a kedgeree in the work canteen.
Oh,
yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
He used to do kippers first thing in the morning.
Kippers in the morning?
Yeah.
Oh,
You could do your kippers in here.
Used to walk in and my stomach was like,
No, don't want to smell that at 5:30.
no, but we did.
Perfect for that, you see.
Smells and
Now,
smells.
we've got a message here from James. Hi, James. James was asking about raw meat and fish, like salmon. We were talking about bacon, sausages. So it's fine for all raw meat.
All 4 to 5 minutes. So burgers we did for 5 minutes, those kebabs 4 minutes, sausages, bacon also 4 minutes. Yes, it does get incredibly hot. It will get up to about 260 degrees Celsius in here. And also think about it that when you're cooking in a pan, if the pan was 260 degrees Celsius, you're cooking at one side. With this, you're actually cooking top and bottom. It's like a contact grill that you find in cafes and industry. So that's why it's cooking as well so fast. It's converting that microwave energy into sort of standard, I call it far infrared energy, but that sounds way more complicated than it is. It means contact heat in the same way that you would use if you were using a pan. So that's why it's cooking so quickly. Don't think about this microwaving your food. Think about the microwave powering the Micro Munch to cook your food.
It's not the microwave that's cooked the food. Oh, look at that.
That looks so good.
And it's like char grilled the actual beans. Oh my word.
Oh, it's good.
See, let me
pulsating.
let me just take
And
that here. So
crisp the bottom.
sea bass cooked perfect. Let me just show you as well on the other side.
Lovely.
Beautifully cooked on the other side as well. You can see really lovely marks there. And again, I will cut into this for you and just show you how delicately
I
cooked
cook
that salmon
all
is.
fish at home, but I won't cook sea bass because I can never get it right, but I will do it in this.
2 minutes each side in your Micro Munch,
Fabulous.
so 4 minutes in total for really lovely sea bass. And I'll just quickly show you that it's really beautifully flaky and it's cooked perfectly all the way through. You can see, look, how that is falling apart. Beautifully cooked, cooked all the way through as well. It's so simple for things that ordinarily can be tricky or complicated to cook. This makes absolute mincemeat out of them.
And that's your dinner, that's your whole dinner there.
You could.
We are live, ladies and gentlemen, because Sean and Hayley have turned into me, and Joe's done a cheeky little costume change.
I nearly wore that T-shirt. That would have been really.
That would have been. The other night we played a couple of clips, and I forget who I was with, but we were wearing exactly the same clothes.
Never wear a shirt you like for a promo. That's it, ruined. You can never wear it again, can you? That's it.
True. It's like never show a magic trick on, or no, never do a comedy show on television or YouTube because that's
it. Finished.
Can't use the material.
Talking of things I like, though.
Oh, burger.
Yeah, absolutely. We talked a lot, didn't we, about the fact that you can cook from raw in here. This is a prime highlight of this, because I think the great thing about this is you're going to do this in 4 minutes, which is fantastic, super speedy, but also it's quite messy, however you cook it.
But also, otherwise you're firing up your grill, even your air fryer, to do one burger. If it's just one, you know, if it's a burger for one.
Yeah.
And if you're doing two, you get the twin pack, and then you can have one in cooking while you're munching on the other one, so that one's not getting cold.
Yes,
I hate a cold burger.
If you're going for 2 of these, you'll give them away as well, because I did have 4 of these. I've now got 1.
When you say give them away, do you mean that they just sort of mysteriously vanish?
Yeah. Oh, that's good, isn't it?
Yeah. And then suddenly it's been half-finished.
They don't come back.
They are brilliant. Honestly, they're one of the best products that we've ever had on the airwaves.
They are, and I think when you look at what they cost versus what they do, the versatility that they offer you, it's really going to allow you to get this. And what I love about it is it's allowing you to maximise something you already own. You've already got microwaves. It's already taking up real estate.
You know, since I've been slimming, I don't think I've used my microwave in months.
No, I mean,
whereas I would with the Micro Munch.
Of course, I think my microwave, outside of using a Micro Munch, is used for maybe reheating things that are liquid, so things like soup and stuff like that. Yeah. Or the other thing is, those packets of rice that you sometimes use in a hurry.
One
of those. That's
beans or leftovers or takeaway.
And you're really going to get the most out of this. And I think it is great if you do have a busy household. We talk a lot about using this if there's just one of you and you cook for one a lot. But also busy households are going to love this, because you can cook quick meals, you can reheat things in here, you can cook from scratch. Or, you can just do a midnight toasty.
I love that. I do love that. And as I say, I think the days of the big oven are almost completely numbered, but what with air fryers and things. But there is still a use case scenario where to turn the air fryer on is still a wasteful amount of electricity and heat for something like a couple of rashers of bacon, or a strip of salmon, or a single burger. And a toasted sandwich, you have to buy normally an entire toasted sandwich maker just to do that, and often that's all they do. They're a unitasker. They don't do anything else. Or you do one and then you put it in the cupboard and you forget that you own it, kind of. But you'll use this genuinely, I think, all the time. By the way, I wanted to say, one sec, I was just vamping while we waited for the microwave to finish its time.
So I'm just going to flip that over. Now, I use tongs sometimes at home, or a cloth. You are going to want to use, it's going to be warm when you turn it over. And then all I'm going to do is pop that on for another 2 minutes. Have you
met my friend Pete?
No.
Pete Tong?
Pete. No. But things like burgers are fantastic, because just 4 minutes, there's no quicker way of cooking this.
Yeah. But look, we're doing broccoli. You can do broccoli, you can do asparagus, you can do petit pois. Or is it petit pois or petit foie? No, foie gras, petit pois.
Yeah.
So, you can do your veggies in it as well. I mean, again, you could do essentially a whole load of veg in one and all your proteins in the other. It could be halloumi. Do you know what, Joe? I learned what halloumi was from you.
Did you?
I don't know if you remember when I first came back to the UK and I'd been all Americanised, and I had no idea what halloumi was.
They don't have halloumi in the States.
Well, they might have done, but I'd never encountered it, and I thought it was a type of fish. And we did a show together, and you were talking about halloumi.
No, it's definitely not fish.
No, and then I eventually you cottoned onto the fact that I thought it was fish.
Yeah.
And it was much hilarity ensued. Honestly, this is great for steaming, and you can season your food, and then you can. I've tried steaming other things in the microwave. They just don't come out the same, do they?
No, absolutely. If you do just want to use this to do some veg in here, it is great for that. You can do bits of meals, or you can do whole meals for one. You've got loads of options. Look, if you go for it and you only do toasted sandwiches in it, it's absolutely worth its weight in gold.
The kids, as long as you supervise them, depending on their age, it's the sort of thing, it's safe. They can come home from school if they're, of an appropriate age, and they can cook themselves some tea, as we would call it, It's great if you're in the student accommodation, if you're in a bedsit, or HMO as they call them these days, if you're a shift worker, or if you just want an extra little helping hand in the kitchen that makes use of something, a box that otherwise is just the very expensive reheater. I wanted to say very quickly, we've got about 10 seconds, we were very careful about which one we chose as well. There aren't many of these types of things out there. There are some others, but we've tested them all, and the Micro Munch for us was the best made, the best quality, and the best price as well. So we recommend the Micro Munch, obviously.
It is fantastic quality. It's silicone on the outside, BPA and PFOA free as well. Boasts both the plates, of course, and the silicone outer as well. But this is amazing because look at this.
Look at that.
Look at that. I mean, 4 minutes. Oh, hello.
Oh, you probably couldn't do it in 4 minutes in your...
Absolutely not. But look at how beautifully cooked that is. And that's the thing I love about this. The other thing with this, it doesn't matter if you can't cook, if you can't use a toaster, because as long as you can put the food into here and secure it, and you can press that button 4 times, turn it and press the button another 4 times, that's it. That's all the skill you need to cook it here.
You could probably have got 2 of those burgers in there.
Absolutely.
One on each side.
Yeah.
And that's the great even heating. I mean, you don't have to flip if you've got a more powerful, like an 800 watt or 1000 watt microwave, but generally, I do recommend a flip halfway because then you get as much browning on the top as you do on the bottom.
Absolutely.
Also, bear in mind, if you've got wetter foods, like if you did a banana toasty,
we're going to do one of those.
A banana and Nutella or something. Then it's moist. Now, maybe you want a moist kind of puddingy type finish, but if you want it still crispy, then obviously the more moisture there is inside, then the slightly longer it's going to take to cook on the outside. But that's what I love. You're only talking about bunging something into the microwave maybe for an extra minute or 2 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then you'll figure out the things you cook and the time that it takes to cook them, essentially.
Yeah, absolutely. As a rule of thumb, 4 minutes for pretty much everything we're going to do in this microwave, in this show, will be 4 minutes, which is so fast.
Amazing. So we have blue, we have orange, we have red, and we have charcoal. You can buy them individually for £25. And if you want to mix and match your own colours, it'll cost you 50, obviously, 2 times 25. However, we have pre-selected an assortment of pairings. We have some pairings for you, navy and red. It's on the screen now, red and orange, charcoal and navy, or charcoal and orange. I can assure you that the colour does not affect the cooking of the food in any way, shape or form, but you can get those as a twin pack for just £40, but only while this clock is still valid. Right, we're going to go back to a previous day, another time, another place, another set of presenters, Sean and Hayley, the same guest, Joe Remblance, and this time, well, they were in a bit of a hurry, and so Joe said, don't worry, I can do some fish, and Sean and Hayley said, salmon rushdie?
But it's versatility here, isn't it?
There is. There's like, what do you fancy? What should we put in first?
Oh my bird! Should we do a bit of fish?
Yes, let's do the fish. I know you love the fish.
Because I think I don't think people have realised. I said it'll do, pretty much a whole meal for one, and you could put a bit of rice with that, and that is your dinner sorted.
Absolutely, you can. Now, what I love about this is the way this has been designed is fantastic, because what you've got are these sort of stretchy silicone latches, if you will, on this part just here. And what that means is that if you've got really thick things, I've got a whacking great pasty over there.
You have got a big pasty.
It will go into here, which is absolutely fine.
And if you want to use thicker bread as well for your toasties and things.
Oh yeah,
so bloomer bread and things like that.
Yeah, doorstop sandwiches, ciabattas, paninis, any of those different things. So all we're going to do is pop this into here. I'm going to do 2 minutes each side. So that's salmon and vegetables done in 4 minutes. So 2 minutes, take a cloth, flip the whole thing over, another 2 minutes, and you are done and ready to go. However, if you want to make toasties, they are so fast and easy to do in here. What I find the best way to use this is regular medium sliced white bread, and then you could butter the outside of the bread if you wanted to, or what I like is I've just got this spray oil. So all I'm doing is putting a tiny little spritz of spray oil.
That's very low in calories.
It's very low in calories onto there, and then we'll just put one piece of bread onto either of here. So all we're going to do a tuna melt in here. So I've got some tuna, so let's pop that down onto there. Mayonnaise I've mixed this tuna with.
Nice.
You could do salad cream if you wanted to.
You can do whatever you want.
You can even do a bit of creme fraiche if you were trying
to
be
leftovers.
Healthy.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Could be leftovers in the fridge.
Yeah, that's the great thing.
Sunday dinner toasty.
A Sunday roast toast.
Sunday roasty. I love that.
I like
All we're going to do is add our cheese onto there.
And you like a little bit of cheese.
Oh, loads of cheese on there.
Now, you don't have to worry with this, do you, Joe, how much filling you put in there, because of those little latches you were just talking about. They're really stretchy.
And the other great thing is about this, because of the design of this, you've got great quality non-stick on the plates. You've then got amazing quality silicone as well. So if any of that filling does spill out onto the plates, it's so easy to clean afterwards. Now, the plates themselves can go into the dishwasher. I'll show you how you remove those in just a second. I don't bother with that though. What I tend to do is I just give it a wipe over most of the time, but it's completely up to you. I've knocked my
the non-stick is so good. The quality as well of the silicone, and that's what we've discovered. The quality of these is incredible.
Yeah.
We've used these, what you're looking at now, time and time again. but they do still look absolutely new.
They do, and the great thing about them is that build quality is talked about. So you've got this really amazing food grade silicone on the outside of here that's really nice and flexible. It doesn't get too hot, and then you've got your 2 plates which slot into there. So that means that you can get those out of there and get into any little nooks and crannies and stuff like that. So it really is super easy to clean.
Toasty makers were a nightmare.
Absolutely.
To clean,
what I just do though is just a bit of kitchen towel, wipe it over.
Yes.
You know, make sure you've got any food residue and stuff off of there. But it's very easy and simple to do. So our salmon is halfway done. So all I'm going to do is quickly just use a cloth, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to flip that over, and then we'll leave that just to cook for another couple of minutes.
And it's about the same for all microwaves. So if you're thinking about times, on a whole, not for everything, but most things about 4 minutes. You might find your microwave's a bit higher in power, so it might be a little bit less, or it might be a little bit more if it's lower in power.
Sort of a 900 watts, 1200 watt microwave, which is what most standard microwaves are. 2 minutes each side is going to be great for most things that you are cooking. But if you've got particularly thick things, let's say, you know, the burger I cooked, you can see that's really quite a thick burger. It was even thicker than that. What you can do is you can put it on for a little bit longer, or when it's cooked, you can take it out and leave it in the Micro Munch, and it will just continue cooking there as well, and then you can serve it up. So it's up to you, you can do that. But great for a whole host of different things. Wonderful for things like pastry. Now, if you ever try and put pastry into your microwave, you will know it just goes so soggy.
Oh, it ruins it.
What microwaves do is it heats the water molecule in your food. It doesn't cook like normal things do, which is from the outside in. You think in the oven or a pan, it's hottest on the outside, then that heat travels to the inside. Microwaving doesn't work like that. It heats all the water at the same time. So that's why things like pastry will go super soggy. Whereas with this, because you've got that contact from the hot plate, it means it will keep them crisp, which is brilliant.
And I only like sausage rolls warm. And
but you don't like them soggy?
No. And I like them quick. So in that microwave, done in an instant. And I think you could charge your friends at work to toast their sandwiches.
I don't think you could do that, but look at this.
Look at this.
We've got salmon dinner.
No, it was a really big, thick piece of salmon, so you can see it has flattened it a little bit. It doesn't make any difference, really, to how it tastes. Let's just grab that out of there, because what you'll see is the salmon is beautifully cooked.
And that
let me
was
just grab that from there.
Minutes.
It is indeed. But let me bring that out for you, so you can see. Let me just use my tongs here. But look, I mean, that is
perfect.
Falling apart. It is absolute perfection. Now, the other thing I love about this is that it doesn't matter if you can't make toast. You know, you are useless in the kitchen.
And I think a lot of people struggle with fish.
Yeah,
especially things like salmon, to try and fry salmon and not sort of burn the outside, not cook it all the way through.
As long as you can just press the start button on your microwave, you are going to be able to cook all of these incredible things that we're looking at. At the same time, if you maybe are a really competent cook, but you've got a busy household, you know, lots of us want to eat more quickly. I think this will inspire you to cook on periods or occasions that you didn't have time to, because pretty much everything we're going to show you throughout the entirety of this show is going to be cooked in 4 minutes or less.
That salmon looked lovely. I don't know what the green rubbish around the edges was, but this, and by the way, I did have a little cheeky nibble of the burger.
You did, didn't you?
You did as well, admittedly.
I did,
We both had a little nibble. We shared. We cleft it in twain. And it was very nice.
Delicious.
It was very nice. Once I discovered it was gluten-free.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. And great for doing those messy things as well. Something we didn't say as well, especially burgers is a prime example. Like, if you've got an open plan living area, if I do something like a couple of rashers of bacon in a frying pan or a burger, the smell lingers all day. With this, it's in the Micro Munch, in the microwave, and usually it's in the cupboard somewhere.
Yeah,
so it's great for those kind of jobs.
And remember, these can go in the dishwasher if you want them to. Otherwise, they come apart very, very, very easily. They literally, the silicone just comes off the edge. You can throw it all in there, or you can just rinse it under the tap. The non-stick is so good that it, you know, I don't think you'd manage to stick anything to that anyway if you try. Even if you wanted to. Now the price. Let's talk price, shall we? Or as they say in France, prix. As in grand. Well, it also means prize as well as price, just FYI. There is the live on air bit, button, banner, call it what you will, at shopontv.co.uk. When you click on that and scroll down past the web message box, you will see everything that we have on our show today. So there is your twin pack. Next to it, there it is. You can see lovely twin pack. Oh, look, yeah, wonderful. And then if you go back, there is a single, maybe you only want one. £25, still a blooming good price. think we've gone back a little far. And also if you want to get 2 of the same colour, or if you want to make your own pairings, then you can. We tried to think of everything, but maybe we didn't miss, or maybe we missed a permutation or 2. But they are there individually if you so desire, in all of the colours. All colours are available. These are all brand new colours. And by the way, it's now called the Micro Munch. It used to be called the Micro Munchie. They dropped the Y for some reason.
Do you know, I thought I was losing my mind last time I did it.
No, it actually was called the Micro Munch.
Because I was calling it a Micro Munchie for ages. And then I was like, oh, it's called the Micro Munch.
I don't know why they did that. Yeah. Maybe so people took it a bit more seriously.
Yeah.
Maybe Micro Munchie was just a bit too familiar. So we have them either in blue, orange, red or charcoal. 2 for £40, but for just the next 2 hours and 25 minutes. Now, we always give you a little bit of time at the end of the show to check out, but make sure that you get them in your basket and get them checked out as soon as you can, because in about 5 or 6 minutes time, ITV and STV will be joining. There'll be millions of people watching, literally, and that means it gets pretty busy. And this is one of our top selling products, not surprisingly. And so, you know, this is a chance for you to get in early. So you can use a bit of the spray. Now, the spray is not to make it non-stick, because the non-stick is already superior. It's purely to assist with browning. It's a bit like putting a knob of butter in your pan to make your food a little bit more golden brown. Now, you can use butter as well if you want to. If you're making a toastie, I actually favour buttering the outside. You could use your favourite butter spread, like a Lurpak type thing if you so desired. The choice is entirely yours. Or, if you're not doing any of that, you don't have to use any. It will still brown, and you can even just do a slice of toast in there if you so desire. But you get a better browning if you do lubricate it with a little fat. There are some lovely fish. Joe, I haven't had a fish finger for years.
Oh, you're missing out.
I want to see the fish those fingers come off. What an odd-looking thing it would be. Custard and fish fingers. That's a Doctor Who reference.
Probably on the halloumi fish, I reckon.
Maybe on the halloumi.
Maybe it has
halloumi fish. Yeah. That's right. Yes, exactly. Yeah. So I think just before, literally, we've only got a short amount of time before our other broadcasters join, so we don't really have time to cook anything else.
No.
So what do you love about?
Which is ironic, because everything cooks in 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
But
we don't have 4 minutes.
Yeah.
No.
What I love about this is, you know, sometimes you see an idea and it just makes sense. You know that it's going to be something that you are going to use a lot, and it's a gadget. I think sometimes we think about gadgets and like, oh, I won't, you know, it's just a gadget. But this is brilliant, because this is offering you something that you definitely don't already own. You do own a microwave. What you don't have is the ability to use that microwave as a toasted sandwich maker, as a grill, as a fry pan, to reheat things like pastries in there as well. So think about, you know, everything you know about microwaving at the moment, ignore all of that.
It adds a ton of capabilities to your microwave that it doesn't normally have.
Absolutely does, and that is because your microwave heats the water in your food. What we're using is the microwave to heat these non-stick plates, which means you're going to get that direct heat, you are going to brown, you are going to crisp, cooking in all the ways that we're used to, you know, a pan on the hob, or, you know, a dish in the oven.
I will say, if you do have a microwave, I actually do, that does have a browning feature built into it. Turn that off. Because A, I've never found them to be particularly effective, but also it will melt the silicone if you have a direct heat source above it. But they are, I mean, these plates get up to 270 degrees. I don't think I have ever cooked in my oven at above 220.
No.
The same also with my air fryer. And I'd normally do burgers in an air fryer, but these are quicker. They use less energy, I would imagine. And you can do savoury, you can do sweet. Now, there's that wonderful... Oh, what was that? That was the pizza sandwich, wasn't it?
I'm going to make you one of those.
Oh, lovely. Just so I can look at it.
I'm going to make one.
You're going to eat it. You make it for me, but you eat it.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I think that's a good arrangement, don't you? So just choose your colour, but I promise you, easy to clean, easy to use. There's no microwave that they will not work in. They're any microwave, no matter what the power is. Obviously, if it's a slightly lower wattage, you might need to put them in for a bit longer, but you were saying even on the 700, it's still about 4 minutes. Yeah,
absolutely, they are. And the great thing is, it doesn't matter what size your microwave, even the smallest of microwaves will accommodate these, which are brilliant. They take up absolutely no space as well. That's the other thing. You're gonna just leave it in your microwave is what I'd probably do with this at home. And absolutely everyone can use them. If you're a busy household, whether you cook for one a lot, I think there's a space in every home for a Micro Munch.
Well, if you've got let's say you have a family of 4, you could each have your own, like your own toothbrush. You could have your your own colour. And I tell you what, look, I'm not being funny, and again, this is not just to try and flog them. I don't get any commission, so I buy them, don't buy them. I really means nothing to me, except that you'll be depriving yourself of a really, really cool gadget that is great if you have a microwave. Caravans, camper vans, motorhomes, boats, that sort of stuff, student accommodation, etc. I'd get a couple if I were you. All right, it's ITV and STV time. We'll be back after this. Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Shop on TV with me, Rob Lock. With an E. There it is. Now, ladies and gentlemen, have you got a microwave? If you do, what do you use it for? Reheating stuff, right? Or warming stuff up. Maybe you've got a special bowl that can steam things. Woohoo! Wow, that's a really expensive box to have in your kitchen that does relatively little. How would you like to turn it into a toasted sandwich maker and grill? Well, we can with the Micro Munch. It is literally hang on, I'll try English. Literally, your toasted sandwiches will come out toasted, brown, crisp. But the and more part is that you can do so much more than just toasted sandwiches. Look at some of the things we have in front of us here. We have sausages, we've got salmon, we've got chicken nuggets, they look like. We've got, what do they call it, spring rolls, we've got kebabs. These apparently are apricots, nectarines, salmon, and not broccoli, what's the other one called? Asparagus. Do you do the fandango? Then we also have bacon, we got pasties, we've got sausage rolls, and even a samosa. You can do burgers in this. Unfortunately, we did a burger. We were live on Freeview at Channel 89, which we're live every night from midnight. So if you don't want to wait till this sort of time to watch our show, join us at midnight on Freeview 89 or YouTube at Shop on TV Live. We did have a burger, but unfortunately, Joe and I ate it. It was really nice. Speaking of Joe, who's this Joe of which you speak, ladies and gentlemen? He's only celebrity chef Joe Remblance. Does that mean he's a celebrity, or does he cook for celebrities? I don't know. Maybe it's a little bit of both. Joe, good to see you, sir.
Great to be back with you again.
Oh, yes, yes. All you need is a microwave and a Micro Munch.
Absolutely, that is all you need.
Two.
Literally everything that you've just showed everyone there is going to be cooked in less than 4 minutes, which I think is absolutely amazing, because this, of course, transforms your microwave into a grill pan, into a frying pan, allowing you to crisp and brown in the same way that you do when you cook conventionally, but in a snippet of the time. A snippet of the time? Is that right? I think that sounds a bit right. A smidgen.
A snippet will do.
Yeah.
Now this looks like, I don't know, I can't tell you what I was thinking. Yes, it looks metal. Yes, it is.
It is metal.
What is it? Aluminized, no, steel. Yeah,
aluminized steel.
It's a special kind of metal that is safe to use in your microwave, and it is totally really, really good quality non-stick. Now, what I forgot to mention, I didn't forget to, I just didn't get to it until now. This little clock thingy down here is a countdown clock. What happens when the clock runs out? Wait and find out. I will tell you this. The minute it hits 0, the show will be over, and then you will have to check out your baskets to make sure that you get this show special, this show only. We are doing 2 of these for £40. They're normally £25 each, so you are saving a tenner. Normally you'd buy them individually, and we did do an offer where it was 2 for £45, but no, we've taken a tenner off, so it's the first time live, I believe, that we've done 2 for £40. You'll see the colour options in a moment. You can buy them individually if you want to pay £25 each, and you can buy them either in blue, yellow, red or charcoal. But if you want to get them as a pre-chosen, the twin packs for you, navy and red and orange, charcoal and navy, or charcoal and orange, and you can literally pop one of those in your basket, £40, and you're ready to go. Red and orange is the favourite, by the way, at the moment. And I tell you what, You need 2 of these, you really do, because you'll have one that's in the microwave cooking while you're getting the next one ready. If you're ever a couple, 2's fine. If you've got a family, while we've got this absolutely wonderful offer, I would suggest maybe if you can stretch to it, get a couple of twin packs. You'll have 4 of them, and then this is what you'll be able to do. Now, that was 4 minutes.
Absolutely, so 2 minutes each side. All we did with this was just buttered the outside. Sorry, I didn't butter the outside of it. I put a little bit of spray oil onto the plate, but that's an option for you. So whether you want to butter the outside of your bread or put a little bit of spray oil on the plates, it's up to you. You could use mayonnaise on there on the outside if you wanted to do whatever you fancy. But then 4 minutes later, this is what you end up with: a perfectly cooked cheese toastie. And they are a thing of beauty, aren't they? A cheese toastie, but you can see beautifully cooked on the outside.
Our director wants that one.
Really lovely and crispy, but perfectly cooked all the way through. And even if you just bought this only to do toasted sandwiches, it is worth its weight just to do that alone, because toasted sandwich machines normally take up loads of space, they're really difficult to clean, so we just don't bother with them. With this, 4 minutes from
especially
a cold start.
Because normally when you buy a toasted sandwich maker, that's just about all they do.
Of course.
Some have replaceable griddle or, you know, sort of the plates. Maybe you can get like waffle plates as well, from the ones that I remember. But sometimes, and there was one particular one I had years ago, you couldn't even take the plates off. You had to cleaning it.
Cleaning it down. You got a knife and a cloth and all sorts of things.
These go in the they do go in the microwave.
They do.
After that, they go in the dishwasher if you want to clean them. But you can just peel them open and clean them, run them under the tap, because the non-stick's so good.
Absolutely, you can.
Now, you don't have to use the non-stick spray. The non-stick's great on its own. The spray just helps with browning. You can use butter, or you can use your favourite buttery spread on the outside of sandwiches just to make them really, really, really crunchy.
Absolutely.
It is optional, you don't have to do that, but they are definitely golden brown when you use a little spray or a little
The other
butter.
thing that's better than a toasted sandwich maker is, you know, a toasted sandwich maker, you put the filling in and it all sort of sprays out.
Oh, yeah.
With this, you don't get that because of this latch system you've got on the outside. Now, it is indeed. I'm just going to use a little bit of spray oil. I just like this for speed and ease. Again, you can butter the outside of the bread if you want to.
Yep.
So all I'm going to do...
What kind of bread?
I'm just using the least expensive, medium sliced, soft white loaf. So you can use anything you want, wholemeal, brown, seedy. It's completely up to you.
Is that okay?
Absolutely,
Doorsteps if you wish.
Absolutely, any of those things is fine. So I'm going to show you how I did
all of that.
That toasted sandwich. So I've got some beans going into here, and then all I'm going to do...
Good for your heart. The more you eat them, the more you like them.
And then I'm also going to put some cheese into there as well. So really easy and simple. I'm going to pop the lid onto there and give it a bit of a squish down. And again, you've got that silicone latch system. So what that means is it's not going to force all the filling out. So pop those on together. Doesn't matter what sort of microwave you've got. This is not a commercial microwave or anything like that.
No, we think this is about 800 or 900 watts.
Microwave. And then all I'm going to do is I've got my turntable off kilter.
Well, while you do that, let me just say, if you've got a 700 watt microwave, 1000, 1200, it doesn't matter. Everything's usually roughly 4 minutes. Now, if it's a lower power, you might have to do 4.5 or 5. If it's a higher power, you might have to do 3.5. So you can suck it and see, as they say. Obviously, if you do have a microwave that has any kind of a heat or browning feature in it, turn that off, because you don't want to go melting your silicon. This superheats these aluminized steel plates to 270 degrees. I don't even think I've ever cooked anything in my oven at above 220, or my air fryer for that matter. So, but you also still get the benefit of the microwaves helping to accelerate the cooking of the food internally. So you get a double whammy, really. You get brown on the outside and you get moist, succulent, delicious and cooked properly on the inside. So another one coming out.
Absolutely.
What is that now?
So that is just a pita bread that I've got there. I've just put a bit of Greek yogurt on, or as I discovered recently in Greece when I was there, yogurt. They call it there.
So I went to India and they call Indian food their food.
There you are. But I've just done a couple of little kebabs in here because, again, cooking from raw, absolutely fine to do. So you can see, really beautiful. So even it's just a really sort of quick and healthy, easy lunch. A little bit of pita bread onto there. And,
hero, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And again, that is so quick and easy to do. Everything that you're going to do in here is going to be done in 4 minutes, which I just think is absolutely marvellous. I do.
I just love the fact that, you know, if you're a shift worker like me, and you come, or our crew, you know, when we get back to the crew house, for us, you know, we get back at about half 3, 4 in the morning, but for us that's dinner time.
Of course.
But you know, you're either getting a takeaway or you don't want to cook a major meal at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. This is perfect for that. But if you've got a boat, a caravan, a motorhome, maybe you're in an HMO, if you're in student accommodation, but even if you've got, you know, big old house, big old kitchen, doesn't matter, because now you're turning what otherwise is a fairly redundant piece of equipment that most people have in their home, the microwave, into a really useful cooking machine.
Absolutely, you are.
And this, you could do extra stuff. Maybe you've got people in the family who have different dietary requirements.
Perfect.
Maybe they eat halloumi instead of fish.
They're two different things.
I used to think halloumi was fish.
Yeah.
And I did a show years ago with Joe who educated me live on the airwaves that halloumi is actually cheese.
It's cheese, it is,
So
indeed.
it's a bit of an in-joke though. This is fish though,
This
right?
is fish, yeah. So I've got a piece of sea bass here. So
Oh.
maybe something you'd struggle to cook ordinarily at home. Anyone can cook sea bass now, because all I'm going to do is pop this into here, a little bit of spray of oil each side, and then I'm just going to pop this into my microwave. 4 minutes. I've got another microwave at the back just there. Whilst that's happening, it's time to turn our cheese toastie over, because that is now done.
You don't have to turn. If you've got a more powerful microwave, you can just leave it and do it in one go. But I do tend to find that if you do flip it halfway through, you get more even browning. You get this sort of equivalent or same amount of browning on the top as you do on
I
the
think it's a good habit to be in, just flipping it over halfway through cooking. Always gives you an opportunity to check on it as well, which is always nice, so you can see how it's going.
Can you do from frozen? Like so maybe you've got some, what do they call them, those hash browns?
Yeah,
Bag of hash browns in
absolutely.
the
Yeah, if it
freezer.
can ordinarily be cooked from frozen, it can be cooked from frozen in here. The other thing that I love as well is that you're going to be cooking a load of foods that you've probably always avoided cooking in a microwave. So things like pastry, reheating things like sausage rolls or pasties are going to be
Can you do
fantastic. You can do breasts in
Chicken,
here. Yeah,
duck.
absolutely you can. Now the reason it cooks, of course, so quickly, everything we're going to show you in the show we're going to do in 4 minutes, is because you've got essentially it's like 2 frying pans put together, so you're cooking top and bottom, because the microwave is not cooking your food. Microwaves, when they cook your food, they just heat the water in your food. So that's why some things work well, some things don't work at all. Never put a cucumber in the microwave.
Oh really?
It just explodes.
Does it really?
Yeah, it
I
does.
did not know.
Don't honestly, it really does. You'll ruin your microwave.
Okay.
But with this, what we're doing is using the microwave to power the Micro Munch. So it's going to give us that beautiful direct heat. It's going to give us that browning, that crisping, that crunch that we associate with conventional ways of cooking.
And we saw in that little montage there that you can do vegetables as well as protein. And if you get the twin pack for £40, then that means you could do a whole meal. You could have literally the veggies in one side, the protein, or in one of them, the protein in the other. You can also do things that are sinful if you wish to make, like for example, a banana and Nutella or other type of nut spread or chocolate spread type of sandwich. So you can make desserts, and obviously the more moist the food is in the center, you may have to cook for slightly longer if you want a crispy outside. But I tell you, when I do a banana, no, I haven't done it for a while, but a banana and Nutella, I like it when it's a little bit more soggy on the outside. It tastes a little bit like a bread pudding. It's just delicious. So you really can, you can cook meats from raw. So we've got salmon, we've got bacon, we've got sausages, we're going to do burgers. You can do a chicken breast. I don't know, would you do a chicken thigh?
Well,
with bone in?
not with a bone in. No, I would do something. I would take the bone. Anything that doesn't have a bone in.
Spray on that.
You're going to be absolutely fine there to do that. But yeah, chicken breasts are fine. Things like chicken nuggets, chicken goujons, all of those things.
Now I would say if that
absolutely
comes out like that and it's not quite brown enough,
whack that back in
whack it back in for another minute.
Absolutely, you can if you want to. But let me just open this up for you, because what you'll see is, I mean, it is...
Oh, because you see, it's got the beans. I said it.
Yeah,
if it's slightly
absolutely.
moister inside.
It needs a little bit longer
But it still came out brown. I mean, the edges are still brown. It browns. Now your microwave browns.
It does indeed, which is something that's impossible for your microwave to do, which I think is absolutely brilliant. So in that one behind me at the moment, we've got some sea bass on the go in there.
Yeah.
The other thing we love about this is the fact that, I'm cooking fish in the studio now. You would have no idea. Because
No, there aren't any nasty niffs.
No, because it's in the Micro Munch, which is then in the microwave as well. So if you are cooking particularly smelly things, you're not going to be able to smell them. Let me just do this because
Please, because I'm hungry.
Love a bit of crispy bacon. It is one of, especially smoky, thick-cut smoky bacon, one of life's pleasures. It really is. But you're going to be able to do this in just 4 minutes, which I think is amazing. So into here we go. I'm just going to make sure I've got my. Having a few problems with the turntable. There we go. It's in now.
Can I just say, these
pop that in.
Flying out the door as they always do. You've only got 2 hours to get the deal. 2 for £40, normally £25 each, and but that is a limited time offer only. So please do check out. May I have a piece of bacon, Winnick?
You may, absolutely. Yes, you may indeed. So that's in there, which is wonderful. And again, 2 minutes. So 2 minutes on each side, and we'll be good and ready to go. Do you remember what we put in here? Sea bass.
Oh, sea bass. That's right. Has it been turned already?
It has been turned over.
So we're going to bass turned.
We are going to bring that out. Now, again,
oh, that smells good.
When it comes to, you know, sort of cooking a healthy meal, I think a lot of us would say, yeah, I'd love to, you know, cook from scratch. I'd love to eat healthy, but I really don't have the time. You do when you've got this. It makes it so easy and so simple. So there is our piece of sea bass done. So let me just grab this and turn this over for you, because I want you to see what you get.
Ooh, Luke!
Crispy skin on the underside of there as well. But really beautifully cooked flaky sea bass. So on that goes, let me just open that up for you. Can you see?
Oh,
perfectly that.
That's got my name on it.
Just 4 minutes. And then all I'm going to do is serve that up with some, he says, couscous.
Couscous.
Down here. So
a couscous you are.
A really quick and easy meal for you to do. So just a little bit of shop bought couscous on the side of there as well. That is a really quick and healthy evening meal done in no time at all. So 4 minutes, which I think is brilliant.
Now, somebody has actually paid full price for one of these, because I guess they just wanted one. So you can't get blue in. You can't get blue. Oh, you can get. Oh, I see. You can get navy in. Right. So somebody's gone for a specific colour. But look, we sold these, and you bought them they're literally they're thousands when they were £25 each. So you're still getting a phenomenal product for a phenomenal price, even if you do pay the full £25. If you want to mix and match your own colours or just get a single one. But obviously the big deal tonight is £40 is the twin pack. Yeah. So there ain't no difference. We're doing a special offer, but you can still get them for our regular price individually if you wish.
So that is our bacon halfway done. So all I'm going to do is just flip that one over, and then we'll pop that back into there. Oh, I can smell it now. I've opened the door. It smells absolutely.
I have said for years I'm going to get T-shirts made that say everything's better with bacon.
It is, yeah.
It just is.
It really is delicious.
It's a condiment. For me, bacon is a condiment.
My mum, when we were growing up, for speed, would always cook bacon in the microwave. She'd have a little plastic sort of domed lid that she would put on top of it.
Oh, yeah.
And it just was anemic. It really was. Like it had been boiled, sort of all hard on one side and a bit sort of raw on the other side. This is brilliant because it enables you to cook in the same way that cooking under the grill does, cooking in a pan does, which I think is brilliant. This is something else that you can do, a really lovely little dessert here. So all I've got is some nectarines, and I have just popped them, tiny little bit, the tiniest little bit of oil on them. So I like to use good quality olive oil, but just a smidge. You don't need very much. In they go. 2 minutes each side, you get these wonderful grilled nectarines. So you can either have them as a dessert with a little bit of Greek yogurt and some honey and a few flaked almonds, or you can turn them into a salad with some feta cheese and do a really nice warm summer salad with them. So you've got lots of options on how you use it.
For me, it would be lashings of custard.
Nice.
So again, really, really simple. You basically you get your sandwich. You get your, if you're using it as a sandwich maker, put your bread in. Now again, we recommend you butter the outside of the bread, the outside of the bread. You can butter the inside as well, actually, if you want to. You don't have to. You can use a spray, like an oil spray, if you wish. That also is completely optional, but you do get better browning. It's the same thing as you can roast a potato without any sort of an oil, but they're browner and more golden brown if you do use some sort of a fat, because I don't know, they just come out better, don't they? It's the same with this, really. The same principles of cooking apply. Any microwave, any power of microwave, that will just only determine how much time that these go in for. Generally, for most powers of microwave, domestic microwave, about 4 minutes, maybe a little less. If you have a more powerful microwave, maybe a little more if you have a slightly less powerful microwave. But you'll get to know your Micro Munch and the relationship between it and your microwave and the foods that you cook in it very, very quickly. And again, if it comes out and it's not quite brown enough or crispy enough for you, you whack it back in for a little bit longer. Boom!
It is time, though, for the bacon because
I'm literally
this
salivating.
is so great. And also what I love about this is that the Micro Munch, when you cook it like this, of course, it's contained within here. So, you know, whereas bacon, when you cook it on the hob, it sort of spits everywhere. It can be a little bit of a nightmare to cook.
Of course, yeah.
In here,
oh, yes.
absolutely no problem whatsoever, which is fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
See, that is a really quick and easy way
I love a bacon
to do a bacon sandwich in here, which I think is absolutely awesome.
eat that.
Super fast, really, really quick and easy to do. The washing up is simple as well. I mean, they are dishwasher safe.
Yep.
I let it cool down. I give it a wipe over with a damp cloth. If I've done something particularly messy, then I will disassemble it and give it a proper wash.
I tend to find that the salt in a microwave can be a little abrasive on non-stick. So even though things that are
In a dishwasher.
in a dishwasher. I'm sorry, because I've done that before with grill plates, and yes, it cleans them, but I found it changed the texture a little, at least in my dishwasher.
Yeah.
And then eventually the non-stick started flaking off. So yes, they are dishwasher safe, but to be honest, the amount of energy that you and plus you probably use these way more than the regularity with which you run your dishwasher. It's just literally, is that one cool? Yeah. Let me show you. It's so simple. So you've got the silicone. You just peel the edge off. Peel the onion. You see, and they they come out. And that's it. So this bit you can rinse under the tap. Make sure you sometimes get a little oil in the corners, and then you rinse that under the tap. Just a little, soapy water or whatever. And that's it. And then they just pop back on. Simple, easy. Even I can do it.
The best ideas are the simplest, aren't they?
Yeah,
a lot of the time. But I think a lot of the time, what we're sort of conditioned to think, and is obviously the case ordinarily, is that we can't use any kind of metal in our microwave, which we're not able to do until now. But it's the special kind of aluminized steel that you've got here, and the fact that it's completely encased in the silicone is the reason why we are able to use this in the microwave.
And it's extensively
brilliant.
Tested, I'm told, to make sure it's totally safe in all microwaves.
Absolutely is, and I'm going to show you again how quick and easy it is to do a toasted sandwich. So all I'm going to do is I've got some ham. I'm going to do a ham and cheese this time.
Sure.
And then I'm going to take some cheese as well. Into there that goes, and then all we'll do is just clip that together. What I would say is put as much cheese in as you dare. The more cheese, the better when you're doing a toasted sandwich.
Never have enough
You
cheese.
don't want
Live off
to.
cheese
You don't want to. Be cutting into it and looking for the cheese.
No.
You want the cheese
not
to
a
be
treasure.
obviously
Lunch.
present. Absolutely,
Yes.
you do. But again, that latch system means that unlike a sort of conventional toasted sandwich iron where it'd pinch it from the back and everything would come out, with this, it's going to secure it all into place nicely for you, which is brilliant. So into the microwave that goes, and again, we'll just do 2 minutes each side here.
Sure. While you're doing that, just a quick couple of emails here. Thank you for your messages. Please do keep them coming. studio@shopontv.co.uk, or you can always message it through our web message box, which you'll find on our show page at shopontv.co.uk. Marie and Wayne. Hello, Marie and Wayne. How are you? They say, best thing we have ever bought. They do exactly what they say. Our son is autistic and he uses this all the time. He won't use other appliances. Brilliant. They're so useful. And I have to say, great for the kids. If they're of an appropriate age, where you feel comfortable with them using hot plates in a microwave. They can get back from school, they can make themselves a toasted sandwich, they're not getting a big appliance out, they're not making a big mess. It's simple and easy to use and relatively safe compared to sort of, I think, open flames and other ways of cooking. Mike says, hey Mike, how are you? Good morning team, looking forward to another cracking show. Well, we'll have to do some eggs.
Hey.
Actually, egg is about the only thing you can't really cook in this. We did try it. Because of the grooves, it doesn't really work.
Yeah, it doesn't work very well. I think I'll always say, if there's a better way of doing something, I always say, do it that way. I think eggs is definitely one of those things.
Joe, sorry. Yeah, okay. Oh, really? Sorry, there's a clear and present danger. Apparently, one of these pieces of bacon.
Oh, okay.
It's harmful to humankind.
Oh, you better just.
So, except me, I have a special constitution.
My mum would always say, let me just check that's not poisonous when we were kids growing up, so she just have a little taste of it, which is a great way to go. But again, so quick and easy to do, which I think is the brilliant thing. Anything I'm going to show you in here, 2 minutes each side, it is done and ready to go.
I'll cook it.
What that means is, of course, that absolutely anyone can do it, because everyone can set their microwave for 2 minutes and then flip it over. Everyone can do toasties, everyone can do sausages, bacon, salmon, sea bass. There's a whole host of things that you can do. And I think if you're someone that regularly cooks for one, this is the ultimate tool to allow you to do that.
Actually, it was safe. But I haven't spoiled your display. I kept the one at the front.
You did, yeah.
So it still looks like a complete
Yeah.
Presentation.
It does indeed. And don't worry, we're making many more of those.
I don't want to go ruining your
hours
artistry because of my gluttony.
So there is our toasted sandwich turned over. Let's come back over here and have another look at.
Do you know, I don't think I could have shed all of this this excess fat if it weren't for bacon.
Bacon's delicious, isn't it?
Bacon and cheese and steak. And oh,
so what
Lord.
I've done here is just toasted these. So you can see we've done these sort of caramelised toasted nectarines, which are brilliant. They're such a great way, especially with things like fruit. It's a great way to get that sort of natural sweetness out. Now, I've just done a few pieces here. Obviously, you can do a few more than this if you want to. So I'm just going to finish that off.
While you're finishing,
a little bit of natural yogurt.
Philip, hi Philip, how are you? Says I bought something similar to this off a TikTok shop. Obviously, it could have been any other kind of shop. This is not about TikTok. This is about what he bought. He says it's absolute rubbish. I'd definitely be buying one of these instead. I wanted to say this. I did say this earlier when we were live on Freeview, and I'll say it now. We're live on ITV1 STV. There are. If you Google these sandwich maker type things, there are a couple of other brands out there. And when we brought these in, and this going back probably a year and a half now, roughly, we get these from one of our most reputable suppliers. It's actually the same company that provides RK Sales that supply mulberry silk. So they're incredibly reputable, but they also have really amazing relationships with their manufacturing divisions who make top quality stuff. But we looked at the other ones and we kicked the tires on them and tested them. We did, they did, and generally speaking, we believe that these are far superior to any things that may look like them or claim to do the same kind of thing. They are just brilliant. So Philip, thank you very much for that. I absolutely concur with you. I can't say the other ones are rubbish, but I do agree when you say that they are. These are the ones to get. And I'm not just saying that because we're selling them. Obviously I'm going to recommend them. We're selling them. But I don't get a commission. Don't buy them if you don't want. Don't buy them now. Don't buy them later. Just sit and suffer with a boring microwave that does nothing but reheat tired old takeaway. Now there we go. Look,
Let me have a look.
There we are.
Let me show you
Look
this because
at
again, absolutely beautifully
Get in
done.
my belly.
2 minutes each side, so 4 minutes is how long that has taken, which is fantastic. So I'll just take that out of there. This is just a classic cheese and ham, you can see. So let's pop that off of there, and then we'll cut into this.
You can do brown bread. Can you do gluten-free bread?
Absolutely.
You can even do a slice of toast in it if you want.
Absolutely, you could. Bagels will work really well too.
Bagels,
what you've got is
what are they called? Pan au chocolat.
Do you know what really works well in here is I love a savoury filled croissant.
Do you now?
Yeah, so put a bit of cheese and ham on the inside of a baked croissant, and then put that in here, and you get like a toasted croissant sandwich.
There's a fast food joint in America that does those for breakfast croissants. They are lovely.
They really, really are delicious.
Do your whole breakfast. We've got sausages. You could do sausages, bacon. You could do your hash browns. You know, listen, it's so easy to cook with these, and that's the thing here, isn't it? That's the rub. We're actually talking about being able to cook with your microwave. Normally, you just reheat. I think the most useful thing that I've seen that you can do with the microwave, because there are microwave bowls and things you can buy. I've got them actually, and one of them has a steamer insert, so you can steam. To be honest, I've never used it. I've always just used the bowl to eat out of. But the point I'm trying to make is that now you don't have to have a sandwich maker. You don't have to have a griddle. You don't have to have even a grill, because you can do it all in your microwave. And you're getting a pack of 2. This is a show special, which means that while this clock is still ticking down, 1 hour and 52 minutes, that price is going to be good. £40 for 2, not for 1, that is for 2 of the Micro Munch microwave toasted sandwich makers. By the way, these used to be called Micro Munchy. If you remember these from when we first started with them, for reasons that I don't actually know, they decided to change the name. They dropped the Y. Why? No idea. But they are the same, and they are really, we consider them to be the premium product of this type. And they're so useful. I mean, you're going to use them all the time, because now your microwave is actually more useful than ever before when you own one of these or 2 of these, because you know, if I do a burger or two just for me, and you get quite happily get 2 regular sort of store-bought beef burgers in there, you put those in the air fryer normally, but you know, air fryers can save you money because you're not heating a big oven, or you know, you're not going to use an old frying pan for 2 little old burgers. But these really do conserve space and time, and also effort, and probably a lot of money as well over the long run, because you can do portions for 1, you can do portions for 2. If you've got a couple, you can do portions for 4. They're so useful. Everyone who's got these, I know for a fact, absolutely loves them. And they're just one of those things, you know, with a lot of gadgets you buy from the kitchen, like you buy a toasted sandwich maker. You have a couple of days or a week or 2 weeks maybe where you have toasted sandwiches, and then it goes back in the cupboard and you never use it again. But this, you'll go, oh, I could really do with a, what's your favourite? Sausage sandwich? Maybe a bacon butty? And you're like, well, I'm not gonna cook a whole batch of stuff. I just want it for me. Well, no, you can. Now you've got your personalised kitchen assistant. You can make meals for 1. It's space saving, time saving, effort saving, and money saving as well. £40 for 2, not 1. In fact, if you go to shopontv.co.uk, you will see that we have the big banner there live on air. That takes you to our show page. There's our web message if you want a message there. We can't answer that or reply to it, but you can send us messages and we do get them. If you want to reply, studio@shopontv.co.uk. Now, there is the twin pack, and you have them. Simple drop down, just select your colours. Shows you also what they are for, how you use them. If you want the best browning, then use some butter on the outside of your bread, or some spray if you wish, like an olive oil spray or something along those lines. You don't have to use oil at all. They just will brown a little bit better with it, just as anything does in any kind of cooking. Simple, again, all the normal rules apply. It's just a mini cooker or a mini grill, really, is what this is, what your microwave turns this into. Up to 270 degrees. Then you've got the single ones. If you want to get the single ones, they're still at our normal price of £25. There's still a banging deal. And there is a blue option available. There it is. Although it comes up as, there it is. There we go. Is the blue option not available? But that's navy, isn't it? That's available in the twin pack. No, it's navy. Yeah, they're saying, oh, there's a blue option if you buy it. Yeah, that's navy. If you, somebody's just been mixing their blues. Blue and navy, some would say, are the same thing. And of course, you can use PayPal Pay in 3, and you can spend anything from 30 to I think it's £2,000 or £3,000. I've got to check that. I think it's 3, but now I want to say it's 2. I don't know. For some reason, my brain is just not remembering. But anyway, PayPal will tell you. So if you want to load up on your Micro Munches or anything else that you want to buy, and you can always use that balance at another time if you so desire. So get yourself approved with PayPal Pay in 3. It's a simple process, easy to do. Apparently 80% of people are approved. And then you can spread the cost interest-free. 007. Yes, buy this and you'll shave lots of money pennies. 007475. Pay attention, 007. Hello, Joe.
That reminds me of people answering their landlines and reading the number out.
Oh, yes.
Do you know people used to do that?
I do,
261497.
Yes. Has your vasectomy come unstuck? Call Chesterton Pinkley, 95024. Nasty nips in your undergusset? Call Chesterton Pinkley, 92604.
I don't know what he's on about either.
Well, that's what. Well, in the old days, they used to. Yeah, well, the phone numbers were only a few digits.
Oh, were they less numbers?
Yeah, in the very old days. But
the phone numbers are actually very long in this country compared to.
I remember when it used to be 01 for London.
Did it?
Then it went 071 or 081, and now it's, what is it now?
0207?
0207, 0208.
Absolutely. Right. Let me just quickly put another toasted sandwich together for you, because they are so quick and easy to do in here. I know you like to butter the outside of the bread. I tend to use oil spray. Now, I'm using a branded one, I'm going to be honest with you, and it's an air frying spray that I'm using. Sure. What you can do is just put any kind of spray or oil in a spray bottle. Oh, that's so some rapeseed oil. Olive oil generally isn't great to use. It doesn't have a very high smoke point. No. But
I go butter. I don't do the seed oils, but that's just me.
I like rapeseed oil in just a regular spray bottle, so you can can do that if you want to. This one I'm just going to do a little cheese and tomatoes. Some
Now
really
you're about
nice...
to make something that I have literally nightmares about.
Do you? Tomatoes?
Well, my mum used to make cheese and tomato sandwiches when I was at school, primary school.
Right.
And you get them in your lunchbox and you stick them up on the shelf, and then by the time you get to eat them,
soggy.
they're all soggy and
Yeah.
oh my god.
They're not a keeper, are they, a cheese and tomato sandwich? On there with the other side of bread, and then we are just going to pop that on and latch that together. So that is going to keep everything nice and secure for me. And then we're just going to pop that straight into the microwave.
Now,
so
because
in that
there's
goes.
tomato, which is quite a moist food.
Yeah, we're going to give it an extra 30 seconds.
30 seconds,
so, because yes, the moisture in there. Moisture is the enemy of browning. So if things are particularly moist, they will not brown and crisp in the same way. So you do often need a little bit longer for them. So that is in there. Now, whilst that has been doing its thing, over the back over here, whilst you were having a lovely chat with everyone at home, what I've got here is this one just here. So all I'm going to do is flip this over and then open this up, because I have cooked a delicious burger in there.
Oh!
2 minutes.
You've done that for me.
Well, 2 minutes each side.
Yeah.
And that is done. And good to go, which is fantastic. So you can see, look at the browning that you're getting, the caramelisation. Your microwave cannot do that. It's impossible for your microwave to be able to achieve that.
Just a favour, Joe, would you cut it in half, and then so the piece that's seen in the burger it's like faking it?
Yes,
so
of course.
I can have half, and the other half is for display.
There we are. So I'm going to cut that in half there.
Thank you.
And also you get to see how perfectly cooked all the way through it is as well, because it is
perfectly cooked.
Perfectly cooked. Touch of red in the middle there. I mean, we'd have left that.
Yeah.
That would have sort of carried on cooking itself.
Oh, sorry. We'll put it on the burger then.
But we're going to pop that into there. I mean, that's absolutely fine and good to eat. It's precisely how I would have that. But again, what you can see
you have slight redness on those sorts of stores.
Well, it's a contentious issue.
Yeah.
Because,
what is your opinion?
Yes, I think you can. Look, a lot of things are bad for you, but we still do them.
That's very true.
You know.
That is very, very,
but
very
if
true.
smoking's so bad for you, why does it cure salmon? Just saying.
And bacon.
Yeah, just saying.
And steak.
So anyway, what was the point I was trying to make?
I don't know.
So basically, it's to do with...
I'm just wondering how...
When you cook meat, the things that can be harmful to you are on the outside.
Yeah.
So the heat kills it.
Yeah,
When you mince meat, you put the outside on the inside.
The inside, I know, exactly.
So that's what it is.
So let me see here. We've got Ryan says, hi, I'm watching on TikTok. Hello, Ryan. On TikTok. TikTok's just over there. Wondering if you can put 2 Micro Munches in the microwave at once, or is it just the one at a time?
Counterproductive, because you'd have to put it on for double the amount of time.
There you go.
So you may as well put one in.
That's true.
And then do that. Not a lot of people know that. I think that a lot of the time people don't realise that if you've got double the volume in a microwave, you need it on for double.
Yeah, no, I did know that actually. Yeah, you can't.
A guy at work the other day said, "Can I put my lunch in with yours?" And I was like, "No, it's not how microwaves work. We were reheating them."
Maybe she wanted to do it for different reasons.
I don't know. I mean,
maybe she wanted a microwave buddy.
Yeah.
Michaela says, hey Michaela, how are you? Hello, massive fan of the show. Thank you. Resisted on buying anything from the programme, but today I think I might finally give in as it looks so reliable. It is really good. It is honestly really, really, really good. Shelby says, I'm definitely considering buying this. Food looks amazing. I don't think it really, if I'm being honest with you, well, I'm always honest with you, sometimes to a fault. I think this is one of those things that is just a no-brainer. I think if you've got a microwave, they really should give these away with microwaves. Microwaves should come with these, because they're the only really reliable. And again, these are the ones we consider to be the best, the Micro Munch. We've tested them all. These are the ones we chose to bring you. They're really affordable. We've got 2 for 20 quid. And they really do what they say on the tin, so to speak. You will find yourself using them almost every day, because it's when, you know, it's not when you want to do big meals, but it's the late night snacks. It's when you've been sitting watching a film and you've had a couple of glasses of wine and suddenly you've got the touch of the munchies. Or it's for dinner time if you want just to cook for you and a friend. Always make sure that your turntable is in properly in your microwave as well, of course. They're so useful. They really honestly are. They're one of the most useful things I think we've ever sold. Jason says, after all the years you've been on, I still love the things you sell. Thank you, Jason. Just bought 1 Micro Munch. Good. Yeah, no, you're going to love it. You really are. There's still a bargain at 25 quid. There are imitations out there. I don't recommend them. Obviously I don't, because I work for Shop on TV. But genuinely, forget Shop on TV for a minute. As an impartial customer myself and consumer myself, I've tried the other ones and they're not as good. Also beware of imitations that claiming to be Micro Munchy or Micro Munch or Micro Munchy. We don't know who's selling those. We can't verify the authenticity of them. They may have been bought from us and then be being resold. I don't know. They may be fakes. Who knows? So just watch out. If you buy from us, you buy with peace of mind. And then Naomi says, Rob, please tell my husband Duncan to buy us the Micro Munch twin pack. Trying to convince him, but I've not persuaded him yet. Naomi, may I speak please to Duncan? What's it all about, mate? You got a microwave. You've paid for the microwave, right? It's just sitting there, clanging away in the corner. It's reheating, doing pretty much nothing else. You, for the sake of 40 quid, you can turn your microwave into a useful contraption finally in your home. And Duncan, what do you like the most? Do you like a sausage sandwich? Do you like a chip butty, bacon butty? Maybe are you partial to a samosa or a spring roll? Some hash browns, maybe, or are you more into vegetation? Maybe some asparagus that you can dip in a lovely sauce. Little party snacks. Cook from frozen if you can cook from frozen. If it's food you can cook from frozen, you can cook from frozen in this. You're going to probably use it more than Naomi is. I had to just check. So buy it for Naomi. Say it's for her, okay? And I won't tell anyone when you end up using it more. All right? You may be a secret lemonade drinker, but now you'll be a secret Micro Munch cooker. Guarantee it, yeah. I don't know if that worked, Naomi. Do let me know. I gave it my best.
It's just that this microwave towards me. I mean, turns out doing it from this side is proving challenging.
Ah, really?
So I've just turned it round a bit. So if you can't see it, I'm sorry.
You go right ahead. You turn it to.
But I keep knocking it off my turntable.
Do you know, I went to a lovely restaurant last night with Paul, our director, and my son David, our floor manager.
Right.
Well, one of our other floor managers. And guess how much I spent? Now, this was for a starter and a main course. I had a kebab. I was very good. I didn't break my diet. £37.
Yeah.
For one meal. And I thought that was pretty reasonable as it goes.
Well, I've been down in London the last few weeks and I mean...
Oh, blimey. You know, do you know what...
You can't leave the house. You can't. I thought to myself, I won't spend any money today. Got on the tube for £4.
No.
I mean, you can't leave the house.
For, large cod chips delivered by either Just Eat or Uber Eats or Deliveroo, that sort of thing. Yeah. Large cod chips, large sausage in batter, 26 quid now. 26 quid for one meal. It's ludicrous.
Yeah, it really, really is. That's our
that looks
tomato
good.
one that we've just done on there, which is looking awesome. So we've done that.
Are we going to do sausages too? Are you going to do salmon next?
Yeah, let's do salmon first.
Do what you want. You do, babe.
We will do the sausages in just a second. So all I'm going to do, lovely piece of salmon. I think a piece of salmon's great because, you know, I'll eat it all year round, but if I was doing like a salad in the summer, it's really lovely to be able to pop something like a hot piece of salmon on there. Yeah. It will flatten it a bit, is what I'll say. For a piece of salmon, it still tastes the same.
I don't think the girth of my food really bothers me. It's the flavour.
No, I mean, to some people it may. To me, I'm not.
By the way, you can do steaks in these. They're brilliant for steaks. Chuck a bit of a ribeye, and also, you know, sometimes when I get back at 4 o'clock at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, you know, I live on ribeyes and sirloins at the moment with some veggies, and you know, but I don't always at that time of night. I want a snack. I don't want a whole steak, which I would do. Obviously, I would do in my air fryer, but a half of a thick cut. Super, like Sainsbury's, Tesco, M&S, that's what they do. These large, thick cut ones. They're about an inch thick. They're huge. Half one of those fit in there perfect.
Yeah, it really, really would. It's going to be brilliant. And the great thing is that what this will do is it will do everything that a pan on your hob will do, which I think is absolutely brilliant. Now, let's just throw the...
Yeah. Dairy sauce. No, what are those?
Chipolatas.
No, with it on the front there. What are they? Spring rolls.
Rolls.
Oh, yes, it does flatten the spring rolls.
It will flatten them a little bit.
I like a slightly flattened spring roll, if I'm being honest.
Of course it will, but it really doesn't affect. And what you'll see, what you saw there, let me just come back to those in a second, but what you could see with these spring rolls is They are incredibly crispy, which is amazing, which is exactly
to be honest,
what you want.
This was designed as a toasted sandwich maker.
They would be a soggy mess in the microwave.
They
really, really would.
That's one of the things when you have leftover Chinese and you try and heat it up in the microwave, it always comes out soggy. Your spring roll, your pancake roll particularly, with all of the bean sprouts in it.
Yeah, it's usually a bit of a nightmare, isn't it? With this, easy peasy. All I've got here is some chipolatas, so I've just popped them in spray of oil onto the base of the Micro Munch.
You can do full-size, full-fat sausages too, right? You can do,
easily 4
But you can do veggie stuff too if you're a vegetarian, if you're vegan. And actually, you know what? Maybe you live in a household where they're not vegetarian, where they're not vegan. Now you have a completely separate way without using the same cookware at all. You know, you have your own Micro Munchie. That everyone in the family could have their own colour, like with your toothbrushes sort of thing, and you can cook things in there that you know are 100% uncontaminated by any other type of food, particularly if it's meat, animal products that you don't want to go near nor buy.
So we've just flipped that Micro Munchie over. That was the one with our salmon on there.
And I've got to have the salmon.
Again, I know we made this point earlier, but the great thing is that it's in your Micro Munch, and your Micro Munch is in the microwave. So, if you do live in a sort of, a small area, you've got an open plan living, cooking, dining space like I have, it's great because you're not going to cook a bacon sandwich in the morning and then come in after lunch and you can still smell it. You can so often.
Yeah. It's honestly, it is incredible. What else do you like about it, Joe?
I just love the fact that it's so easy. It's so quick, simple, and easy to use. And the great thing is that anyone can use it. Because if you can set 2 minutes on your microwave, flip it over and set another 2 minutes, that's as complicated as cooking gets. I know a lot of the time, we say you need some sort of, skill in order to be able to cook things. You don't in this. Absolutely. Everyone is able to cook in a Micro Munch. I think it's brilliant. And I think without one, you're not really getting the most out of your microwave. If your microwave, like a lot of us, is something that sits sort of redundant and unused most of the time, this is brilliant. For anyone, as you said as well, that comes in late or, you don't always get the opportunity to eat together as a family.
It's true, and it's the speed as well. Because you get the benefits of the accelerated cooking from the microwave, but then obviously it also powers the plates that then get up to 270 degrees each side and brown from both sides at the same time. And so, if I cook my sirloin or ribeye in my air fryer, 18 minutes, and that's for a medium well steak, 18 minutes. If I did a smaller steak, and I've also got a health grill that's like an air fryer, but flatbed air fryer essentially, that you lift up. A steak in there, a normal size steak, is about 12 minutes. So, half a steak in there, 4 or 5 minutes. I mean, it's still a full steak. It's just, whatever will fit in the plate.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's speed. You can be eating in minutes rather than, and then you've got to wash the whole of the, I've got the air fryer tray, or what do you call it, basket, sitting in the sink soaking now from the steak I had tonight. It's a whole load of washing up, and it's like, this, run it under the tap.
The problem you're not going to have at home, which I have, is trying to remember what is in them. Because you're probably going to cook one thing, eat one thing, not use it until your next meal. Whereas the greatest challenge in this show is not the using of these products, it's remembering what you put into them. So
especially when the presenter keeps eating the stuff that's coming out.
We've got some salmon in this one just here at the moment. So I'm just going to again take some couscous because I absolutely love this with especially sort of summer dishes like we're doing here, and then all I'm going to do is just grab this out. Now you can use a cloth. I just use some tongs a lot of the time to get things in and out, but this is a piece of salmon. If you think that you need to be skilled in some way to cook
how long was that in there for?
4 minutes.
No, so Carol was hi Carol, how are you? Wants to know how long asparagus is in a 700 watt. About 4 minutes.
About 4 minutes, but it depends on how thick the asparagus is. They're very skinny asparagus.
Is that cooked all the way through?
All the way through. This salmon is cooked all the way through, indeed. The problem now is with this is getting it out of here because it's so
flaky.
Delicate and beautifully cooked.
No comments.
Yeah. Look at how
lovely. May I have a fork, please?
Can you see? It's incredibly tender and succulent and cooked all the way through. So you are getting it's not just like with this that it's cooking things and they're edible. They are just about cooked. You're getting brilliant results from a whole host of different foods, which I think is just brilliant.
Shelby says, hi Shelby, how are you? Micro Munch, how did I not know these existed? I know, right? It's a discovery, and it's a great one too. She says, so I'm definitely considering buying. I never miss a show. My midnight treat every night, shop on TV. Well, now you can do it with a mouthful of tasty food. And nothing is better than watching me with your mouth full. That's it. Speaking, I got nothing. Sorry. Speaking of which, may I try?
You may try.
It's
indeed.
so succulent.
I'm going to make you another toasted sandwich because, you know, why not? Why not make toasted sandwiches? Good.
It's like a chorus of angels dining on my tongue. Now let me try the asparagus as well. Oh, I love it. I love a bit of asparagus. Joe, how important is that display to you?
Not really. I will make another one of those later, don't you worry.
Let me just as far as the asparagus goes.
If I was cooking asparagus on its own, it's piddly little asparagus like that, it probably only needs about 3 minutes. The thicker stuff is going to cook better because it sort of chars it a little bit more.
Yeah.
You don't need to blanch it either, so you can just put it straight in there.
You don't need to cate it.
No, you don't. You don't. I see what you did there.
Thanks.
You don't need to blanch it or do anything to it. You can just put it straight in, which is amazing.
Sorry, folks, I'm just having dinner.
You
Carry on.
You have your dinner.
Oh my God! 4 minutes. The asparagus is great. Great. Oh.
So all I'm going to do here.
Cheese and rice. This is good.
I'm just going to do some. I'm going to do another toasty. I'll do cheese and pickle.
Oh yeah.
Toasty. Really
Cheese
do.
and pickle toasted. That
And
sounds good.
always, as I said, so a little bit of spray of oil on the plates, and then all we're going to do is add our cheese. Now it's always a bit more
Okay,
cheese.
that I just eat all of this.
Go for it, mate. Absolutely go for it. We're just going to then add our cheese onto there, and then all we do, top layer on, and that is it. 2 minutes each side to do our toasted sandwich, which is incredible. So let's just pop that back into here.
You wouldn't believe this came out of a microwave.
No.
Honestly, if I was served that in a restaurant, I'd be happy. The tip would definitely be forthcoming. And it's 4 minutes. You slap it. Look, it's perfect Rob Lock cooking. You slap it in, or you bash it in. You throw it in a microwave, press a button. Before you can even start to get bored, it's ready and you're eating it. I mean, that's my kind of food. And everybody can have that benefit. It's just, oh, my skin's stuck. It's just so good. And that, you know, that bit of salmon, dead healthy, not hugely expensive, and it really locks in the moisture as well. It's succulent. When I do salmon in an air fryer, it always comes out dry in the middle for some reason. But this is, it's perfection. All right, Joe.
Having a lovely time, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Really are having a lovely time.
Just talking about yourself.
Now, talking of having a lovely time,
It's the only reason to do this job, you know.
I want to show you what's come out of here. I think a chipolata is underrated, you know. They're not in vogue anymore, chipolatas, are they?
No.
But my nan always used to cook chipolata sandwiches for us when I was a kid, and that is what it always reminds me of. Look at
You know
how
I'm a total
perfectly
sausage
cooked
fiend.
these are. Are you?
Honestly,
Well
if there was a
documented.
sausage diet, when I was at boarding school, the kids at breakfast would bring me their unwanted sausages to see how many of them I could eat.
Really? What was your record?
I don't think they ever managed to have enough sausages to fill me up. I just love them. I really do love a banger.
Perfectly cooked, as you can see there, all the way through,
won't
which
eat
is
those.
awesome. So let's just pop.
I have to, because I'm doing keto, so I can't eat sausages because they have bread in them. But if you get you can buy sausages now that are
think
mostly
so,
meat,
yeah.
99% meat.
You can get chicken sausages, whatever next.
Oh yeah.
What a time to be alive.
Oh, what a time to be alive! You can also get sausages that are not made of meat at all.
Yeah. What are they made of?
I don't know. I don't know. What are half the veggie
I think a
things
lot of
made
them are made of mushroom, aren't they?
Oh,
the
yeah,
well
like vegan
documented. The well
cheese.
documented. One. What a boring documentary. The well-known brand is made, I believe, of
It's documentary.
fungi.
it's a
Imagine all about sausages.
Can fish and meat be cooked from frozen? Now,
Yes.
If it's something you can normally cook from frozen, you could cook from frozen in this. I wouldn't cook chicken from frozen, would you?
No, I just wouldn't cook chicken from frozen generally, unless it's something that's partially or pre-cooked, like chicken nuggets, for instance, which will be the thing that I put into here next.
If it's already pre-cooked or a processed type of meat, can you do roast potatoes in it?
No, there's better ways. So you're not going to do a roast potato effectively. They'll be a bit flat, and we're cooking at too high a temperature, really. What we're thinking about doing is replacing frying and grilling. Think of it as if you can cook it in your frying pan on a sort of medium-high heat, or you cook it under the grill, or, you know, some things you can do them in the oven, like goujons or like fish fingers, for instance. You're going to be able to do those things in here. Absolutely, you can. These are some goujons that I've got here, some chicken goujons.
Got crummies on.
It's speed. It's the speed as well at which this cooks. 2 minutes each side for these. These would take about 12 minutes in a regular oven, and we would have to wait for that oven to heat up. And also, we're only using about 1,000 watts of power.
Yes.
So that's how much our microwave is, whereas our regular oven, 2,500 to 3,000 watts of power. Got to preheat it and cook it for 3 times the length as well.
It's so wasteful, isn't it? This is tandoori chicken we're doing here. Oh, I love a bit of tandoori. Holly says, hi! Hi, Holly. Could you please wish my dad, Rich, a happy birthday?
Hi, Rich.
He turned 48 today, and we're watching together. I can do better than that. I'll even sing him happy birthday if you really want, or maybe that will cause everyone to switch off. I don't know. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. A happy birthday, dear Rich. Happy birthday to you. Oh, thank you very much. Carol says, thanks for that. I don't know what that was. Don't ask. I'm seeking help. Thanks for that. I'm good, apart from still waiting for my surgery, thanks. Well, hang on. Oh, Carol. Sorry, Carol, I don't remember what my original question was. Joe looking good.
Oh, thanks.
You lost weight, she says.
I have, yeah, a little, a tad.
And Joe and Rob, says Michelle from Essex, have just ordered these. This may be a silly question. There are no silly questions,
No,
Michelle.
absolutely not.
But can you do fried eggs in these? Rob, you're looking really good. Thank you very much. I'm getting there. Another 6 months and I should be dateable again. No, do you know what? It's the only one of the few things you can't really, because they sort of run all over the place and don't.
Oh, we're still talking about dating for a moment. I was like,
what?
That was a very fast segue.
I do tend to run all over the place when I'm dating.
Yeah.
But no, I wouldn't recommend fried eggs.
No.
No.
No, I wouldn't.
No. Right, what's next?
We have got something over here. So in this one, what do we put in?
I have no idea.
I can't remember.
It feels like it's been ages.
But it needs to be turned over, is what I know. So in that goes. Whatever that was that we've started cooking in there, we will continue cooking it. But in this one...
Oh, was it nuggety?
It was nuggets.
I think they're...
John Valgoujon.
What now?
John Valgoujon. That's what we put in there.
I thought he was swearing.
And in this one, I believe we've got a toasty.
A toasty.
Yes, indeed. Cheese and pickle toasty. No,
cheese and pickle toasty, that's right. Now, that's my go-to sandwich. I've never tried it hot, but I imagine hot pickle's quite nice.
Cheese and Marmite, I love as well.
Cheese and chili. Cheese and chili, like a chili sauce. You know that chili sauce you have in Chinese food?
Chili.
Sweet chili, that's what I mean.
Do you want me to make one of those?
I've got
sweet chilies. Oh, of course.
Sandwiches or sugar or anything nice.
Also,
salmon and things.
Play around with the different kinds of cheese that you want to use as well. That is very hot, but
I'm having
very
a cheat day on
crispy.
Friday. We're all going out for a curry, so that's why I'm being good tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll allow it then.
Saving myself, banking the calories.
But yeah, any sandwich you like, really, you can put into here. You can also do sweet sandwiches if you want to. You can use thick doorstop breads, things like sourdoughs in here if you want to. I'm just using medium sliced white bread. But of course, if you want to use whole grain, brown, any of those different things, of course you're going to be able to. And then all I'm going to do is cut into this for you. So this is
now we have an update
cheese and pickle
from Naomi.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, this news just in. Rob, I gave up appealing to my husband's better nature and have bought it for us myself.
Perfect.
So it didn't work then. Oh well. Duncan and I are both fans of you. Loved you in Tetris. Oh, thank you very much. And we will only ever watch the programme when you're on. Oh, cheers. I'll make Dunk pay me the money back, so all is not lost. I imagine that, Naomi, there are ways that you can extract money from Duncan that he won't even know about in order to cover your costs. That's all I'm saying. It's as far as I'm going to go with that particular comment.
What's your way? What sort of garden path are you leaving yourself down?
Well, I don't usually lead myself down a path. I tend to dig a very big hole.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so I'm going to not even run the risk of doing that.
I've talked about doing things like this a lot in the show, but I realise I haven't so far. And that is things like pastry. It will flatten it a bit. Don't worry about that.
You've never seen Tetris, Fraser? It's the story of the game Tetris. It's on Apple TV Plus.
Are you in it?
I am. Yeah,
oh, amazing!
And he's brilliant in it. We shot that in Glasgow during lockdown.
Wow.
Yeah, and by the way, when you watch it, I want to say this because people ask me all the time. I play a Russian.
You love a Russian, don't you?
I do love a guy. I do play a lot of Russians and Eastern Europeans. Yeah, I'm basically I go and threaten. Well, I don't want to, give away anything too much away, but I go and threaten Taron Egerton's character's wife for reasons that will become clear when you watch the film. Yeah. Oh. There's a long story there actually that I don't have time to tell you now. But I did actually I auditioned for the big baddie role.
Right.
But it was a Russian oligarch who funded the film, and he insisted that anyone who spoke Russian had to be a real Russian. But the director really liked my audition, so he called me, and we had a lovely little video call. And he said he and the casting director, Reg Power Scout Egerton, who gave Taron Egerton his break in Kingsman. And they said, we really loved your work. We were trying to find a way to get you in the film. And there was only one role that was Russian accented but non-Russian speaking. So he gave it to me because he liked my work.
There you are.
So I was very flattered, and of course I said yes.
Amazing. Yeah. I'm going to watch that.
Yeah, it's a really good film. I was going to say, the only part of it that is fictitious is the car chase. The rest of it, all of it, no matter how you may think otherwise, is absolutely true.
The story's true?
The whole story, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So it's not...
Tetris, yeah. You know the game Tetris, the falling blocks? Yeah. Yeah, it was invented.
Oh,
yeah, how it was invented.
Sorry, I thought in my head...
Yeah.
You know how I've just done a Minecraft film?
Yeah.
They've done a Tetris film. And I was thinking, how have they got an hour and a half out of that?
Yeah,
It's about the invention of the game
That's
Tetris.
how I got the role, because I'm Rob Block.
Rob Block.
No.
Did you see where my confusion was going?
It's a biopic, essentially, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Speaking of coloured blocks, these would be perfect. You could play Tetris with these, couldn't you? £40. That was back in the days when they used to make movies. I haven't had an acting job I can't remember the last time. I've auditioned for a couple of things recently, but no luck yet recently, unfortunately. We'll see. It'll happen. It'll happen again. It always does. It's like buses. You wait for ages and then 3 come at once. Now, apparently red, is that right? Red is navy and red. Navy and red are selling the best. Cheek to cheek. So yeah, get thee to a website and do take advantage of our show special. £40 will get you 2 of these. They're normally £25 each, and tens of thousands of you have bought these from us at £25 and loved every bit of owning them. Honestly, it's a great price. Please accept no imitations. There are others out there. They are not as good in my experimentation, and in the experimentation that we've all done both as a company. And also, our supplier tested many of these before choosing to go with the manufacturer of these, primarily for us and for you, viewers and customers of Shop on TV. And spread the cost if you want to, it's optional. And if you want to buy multiple of these, you can. It's capped postage and packing as well. You only pay the first £4.95 once. And that's it. They'll be on their way to you, and you will be toasting up a treat in no time.
toasting up a treat or reheating a treat, because actually, you know, reheating is something we think about doing, isn't it, in our microwaves. Now, this is just some sausage rolls.
I've never had a crispy sausage roll come out of a microwave, Joe.
No, because normally they're super soggy, aren't they? Because what your microwave does is heats the water molecule, but what you've got here is, yes, you've got a little bit of microwave energy going on, because of course you've got gaps around the outside of this, but predominantly what it's doing is using that direct heat generated by the plates on the inside of here, which are fully microwave safe, to still crisp and brown everything for you.
Crisp and brown. I love it. And then these, we missed the nuggets coming out as well. These, what were they called again?
Goujons.
Oh, just goujons?
Goujons, yeah.
What's that, chicken?
Yeah.
Chicken nugget is a goujon,
Chicken
isn't it?
nugget. Well, they used to be called chicken nuggets, now we call them goujons.
Goujons.
It's a sort of aspiration for everything to be a bit posher than it is,
Just say it in French, it sounds posh.
Yeah.
Oui, oui.
Goujon.
Oui, yeah, oui. Maui. I suppose I should tell you about these, shouldn't I? 007 475 is your item number. The Micro Munch microwave toasted sandwich maker and more. Please may I recommend, nay request, that you check out your baskets. I guarantee these never work ever if they're just sitting in a shopping basket. You have to actually pay for them, get them home and put stuff in them and then put them into your microwave. That's definitely the best way to go. They are, I think, a kitchen essential. If you have a microwave and you haven't got a Micro Munch, it's like your microwave is not complete. These complete them. They make them whole. They make them do the things that they've aspired to do all of their existences, but never been able until now. If microwaves were alive, that's what they would be thinking to themselves, I'm sure. Now, we're going to do a little bit of a reset here in the studio. So stay tuned. We are still live. We are going to be live until this clock runs out. But while Joe gets another batch of food ready to go, we have a little clip from a previous show that Joe did with Sean and Hayley, and they, obviously with the Micro Munch, the offer still applies, and this is a great time for you to check out while you watch some more demonstrations from a previous show. We'll be back in about 4 or 5 minutes time from now.
But it's versatility here, isn't it, Joe?
There is. There's like, what do you fancy? What should we put in first?
Oh my word! Should we do a bit of fish?
Yes, let's do the fish. I know you love the fish.
Because I think I don't think people have realised. I said it'll do, pretty much a whole meal for one, and you could put a bit of rice with that, and that is your dinner sorted.
Absolutely, you can. Now, what I love about this is the way this has been designed is fantastic, because what you've got are these sort of stretchy silicone latches, if you will, on this part just here. And what that means is that if you've got really thick things, I've got a whacking great pasty over there.
You have got
and it will go into here, which is absolutely fine.
And if you want to use thicker bread as well for your toasties and things.
Oh yeah,
so
whether that's,
bread and things like that.
Yeah, doorstop sandwiches, ciabattas, paninis, any of those different things. So all we're going to do is pop this into here. I'm going to do 2 minutes each side. So that's salmon and vegetables done in 4 minutes. So 2 minutes, take a cloth, flip the whole thing over, another 2 minutes, and you are done and ready to go. Brilliant. However, if you want to make toasties, they are so fast and easy to do in here. What I find the best way to use this is regular medium sliced white bread, and then you could butter the outside of the bread if you wanted to, or what I like is I've just got this spray oil. So all I'm doing is putting a tiny little spritz of spray oil.
That's very low in calories, isn't it?
Very low in calories onto there, and then we'll just put one piece of bread onto either of here. So all we're going to do a tuna melt in here. So I've got some tuna, so let's pop that down onto there. Mayonnaise I've mixed this tuna with.
Nice.
You could do salad cream if you wanted to.
You can do whatever you want.
You can do a bit of creme fraiche if you were trying
Could
to
be leftovers.
be healthy.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Could be leftovers in the fridge.
Yeah, that's the great thing.
Sunday dinner toasty.
A Sunday roast toast.
Sunday roasty. I love that.
I like
All we're
it.
going to do is add our cheese onto there.
And you
wanna
like
make
a little bit of cheese.
Oh, loads of cheese on there.
Now, you don't have to worry with this, do you, Joe, how much filling you put in there because of those little latches you were just talking about. They're really stretchy.
And the other great thing is about this, because of the design of this, you've got great quality non-stick on the plates. You've then got amazing quality silicone as well. So if any of that filling does spill out onto the plates, it's so easy to clean afterwards. Now, the plates themselves can go into the dishwasher. I'll show you how you remove those in just a second. I don't bother with that, though. What I tend to do is I just give it a wipe over most of the time, but it's completely up to you. I've knocked my
The non-stick is so good. The quality as well of the silicone, and that's what we've discovered. The quality of these is incredible.
Yeah.
We've used these, what you're looking at now, time and time again. but they do still look absolutely new.
They do, and the great thing about them is that build quality is talked about. So you've got this really amazing food grade silicone on the outside of here that's really nice and flexible. It doesn't get too hot, and then you've got your 2 plates which slot into there. So that means that you can get those out of there and get into any little nooks and crannies and stuff like that. So it really is super easy to clean.
Toasty makers were a nightmare.
Absolutely.
To clean,
what I just do though is just a bit of kitchen towel, wipe it over.
Yes.
You know, make sure you've got any food residue and stuff off of there. But it's very easy and simple to do. So our salmon is halfway done. So all I'm going to do is quickly just use a cloth, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to flip that over, and then we'll leave that just to cook for another couple of minutes.
It's about the same for all microwaves. So if you're thinking about times, on a whole, not for everything, but most things about 4 minutes. You might find your microwave's a bit higher in power, so it might be a little bit less, or it might be a little bit more if it's lower in power.
Sort of a 900 watts, 1200 watt microwave, which is what most standard microwaves are. 2 minutes each side is going to be great for most things that you are cooking. If you've got particularly thick things, let's say, you know, the burger I cooked, you can see that's really quite a thick burger. It was even thicker than that. What you can do is you can put it on for a little bit longer, or when it's cooked, you can take it out and leave it in the Micro Munch, and it will just continue cooking.
Because it's heated off.
So it's up to you, you can do that. But great for a whole host of different things. Wonderful for things like pastry. Now, if you ever try and put pastry into your microwave, you will know it just goes so soggy.
Oh, it ruins it.
What microwaves do is it heats the water molecule in your food. It doesn't cook like normal things do, which is from the outside in. You think in the oven or a pan, it's hottest on the outside, then that heat travels to the inside. Microwaving doesn't work like that. It heats all the water at the same time. So that's why things like pastry will go super soggy. Whereas with this, because you've got that contact from the hot plate, it means it will keep them crisp, which is brilliant.
I only like sausage rolls warm. But
you don't like them soggy?
No. And I like them quick. So in that microwave, done in an instant. And I think you could charge your friends at work to toast their sandwiches.
I don't think you could do that, but look at this.
Look at this.
We've got salmon dinner.
No, it was a really big, thick piece of salmon, so you can see it has flattened it a little bit. It doesn't make any difference, really, to how it tastes. Let's just grab that out of there, because what you'll see is the salmon is beautifully cooked.
And that
Let me
was
just grab that from there.
Minutes.
It is indeed. But let me bring that out for you so you can see. Let me just use my tongs here. But look, I mean, that is
perfect.
Falling apart. It is absolute perfection. Now, the other thing I love about this is that it doesn't matter if you can't make toast. You know, you are useless in the kitchen.
And I think a lot of people struggle with fish.
Yeah,
especially things like salmon, to try and fry salmon and not sort of burn the outside, not cook it all the way through.
As long as you can just press the start button on your microwave, you are going to be able to cook all of these incredible things that we're looking at. At the same time, if you maybe are a really competent cook, but you've got a busy household, you know, lots of us want to eat more quickly. I think this will inspire you to cook on periods or occasions that you didn't have time to, because pretty much everything we're going to show you throughout the entirety of this show is going to be cooked in 4 minutes or less.
We are live, ladies and gentlemen. That was just a clip from a previous show while we did a little reset here in the kitchen. I've got some more great emails. Thank you for all your messages tonight. You know, when we started Shop on TV, the whole point of us being on television is that you can ask us questions before you buy. We want you to be 100% happy with everything. And if you need to know something before you make a purchase, then drop us an email and we will happily answer it for you. A lot of people have done that tonight. Hello, how do you clean the Micro Munch? Well, it's very easy. So yeah, this is cool. So this is half of a Micro Munch. You can put these in the dishwasher if you want, but to be honest, I don't think there's any point. So you see you've got the silicone outer clamshell, if you will, and you just peel off from the corners like that, right? And out comes your inner tray. You can rinse that, and then you can rinse the outer silicone part. Do it with both halves, and then it literally just you pop, as they say, pop it back in. You just pull the corners over like this. This one's greasy, so it's it's a little slippery. And there it is, done, simple. Now again, you can put both components, separate them and put both components in the dishwasher, but to be honest, you probably find you're using them so much, they're just easier to rinse. So that's how you do that. That was Clem who asked that, thank you Clem. Then we've got Lord Croz. Hello Lord. My lord, can you cook frozen burgers or frozen fish fingers sandwiches in these? Yes. Well, if you're going to do frozen fish fingers or frozen burgers, as long as you can cook them from frozen using normal conventional methods, which Certainly fish fingers, I know you can, because they come out the freezer and they go straight in the grill, don't they? But you would cook them first. So if you've bought the twin pack, you cook the fish fingers or the burger separately, and then you put it into the bread and add whatever you want to add, and then toast the toasted sandwich, or make the toasted sandwich. If you put the frozen fish fingers in the bread to start with and put the whole thing in one go, I don't think that would work as well, and you'd run the risk of the innards not being cooked properly. So cook those, like same if you do a bacon sandwich, cook the bacon first in your Micro Munch, and then in the other one, shove it into, get your bread and everything all ready and prepared to go, and then you can make your toasted sandwich. Hope that answers your question. John said, was that Rob Block without an E? Yes. Occasionally I drop the E for comic purposes. This is Chico. Hi, Chico. Says, what? I don't know why, sorry. What do you spray on the Micro Munch, please? And I have a 70 watt. I think that probably is 700 watts. I don't think they make 70 watt microwaves. So is it still 4 minutes for everything? Yeah, so 4 minutes is a guide. On a 700 watt microwave, I think this is 800 or 900. I think it's 800 because I bought these actually a while back. 4 minutes. 4 minutes is the guide. If it's a 700 watt, put it in for 4 minutes, and if it comes out it's not quite as done as the way you want it, bung it back in for another 30 seconds or another minute. If you've got a more powerful microwave like an 8 or a 1000, 9 or 900 or 1000 watt or a 1200 watt microwave, then you'll probably need less time. Start with 3 minutes, see how you get on, and just, you don't have to, certainly on the more powerful microwaves, you don't have to turn them over in the middle. But I tend to find the bottom is not always as well done as the top, so it is good to flip them halfway through if you can be bothered, but it's not absolutely essential. On the lower power ones, though, you probably would need to flip them. I hope that answers your question. Thank you very much. Keep them coming, and do check out. It's very, very busy out there, as it always is. It's one of our top-selling products. Hundreds of you have got this in your baskets. Hundreds of you have bought it already, and I'll tell you what, it is genuinely really good. And I always say this because I know when you watch us on telly, you know, there's skepticism out there. I'm a really cynical so-and-so. I was cynical, and then I thought, what's the point? Sorry, it's an old one. The old ones are the best, right? But so I know that as you're sitting there, maybe you're asking, is this genuine? Is it legit? Can I buy this? Who am I buying from? Well, number one, we are a partnership with ITV1 STV. We have our own channel on Freeview. We've been going for 2 years now on television independently. We are all stalwarts of the transactional television industry, you know, up 30 years, hundreds of years experience in this building right now. And, you know, we have a cracking team of buyers who've been doing it for years and have been buyers for, you know, all the major sort of department stores and shopping channels and things like that. So you've got a really ace team behind you, but also, you know, we broadcast on ITV's Ofcom license, so we are an official partnership with them, and so you have the peace of mind of knowing you're buying from a reputable company. And you know, our website, we own all our own IT. We don't just use some, you know, make your own website kind of thing. It's all our own proprietary systems that are 100% secure and all this kind of stuff. So all your information is safe. We never sell your information. We never share it with anybody for any other reason. It's always 100% secure. And also the presenters, we don't get any commission. We're paid a fee to come in and present, and any enthusiasm is purely our own. And it certainly does not behoove me to try and force as many people to buy these as possible. I couldn't, because you're independent, intelligent people, and you'll buy what you want to buy. But also we can show, because we're on telly, because we can show you what it really does. These are genuine demonstrations. This is not a stunt microwave. These are not stunt chipolatas. This is not movie asparagus. These are all bought by Joe from a regular grocery store or supermarket, and we are doing here what you can do and replicate 100% in your own home. And the bell has gone, and that means, Rob, shut up. Food is coming. We're just turning. Anyway, back to Joe. We're going to show you how to prepare a sandwich.
There was a question about oil in there somewhere, wasn't there?
Oh, there was, yes. How do you
spray on? Now, I'm using like an it's like an olive oil aerosol. It's made for air frying, actually.
Yes.
And the reason I like to use this is because it has a really high smoke point. So I wouldn't use regular olive oil. You can either, if you're doing something like a toasted sandwich, you can butter the outside of your bread with butter or margarine or however you want to do that. The manufacturer's recommendation is to spray a little bit of oil on the plate itself.
That's purely for browning, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It's not for non-stick purposes.
It will still cook.
And it's optional. You don't have to. Maybe can we do a slice of toasted roasting one that's just got no oil,
Yeah,
nothing. And
we can,
It won't come
yeah.
out as well. But it's the same way as, you know, if with your roast potatoes, if you don't use oil with your roast potatoes or butter or, you know, whatever, it's not going to be as brown.
Absolutely,
Just as
absolutely
simple as
isn't. So
that.
with this one, I'm just going to do a little bit of cheese into here, and then I'm just
Cheese
going to
and
add
tuna.
some tuna into that as well. I should have just used my hands because it's going to take me till the end of the next hour to get this in with a spoon. But there we, and I've touched it anyway. So
I
there
hate
we are.
tuna.
Do you?
Yeah.
I
I used to love it, but I did when I was studying with Anthony Robbins, and there's a technique that can stop you from liking things that are bad for you.
Right.
So at the time I was in the midst of one of my first weight loss attempts, and I shed about 10 stone and got quite skinny. And I did it with tuna for some reason. I've never been
Okay.
able to eat tuna since.
I have little sort of foodie hyper focuses,
Do you?
and we'll eat and eat and eat and eat them.
Oh yeah,
For
yeah. I do that,
months,
yeah.
and then one day I wake up and that's it. We're not eating that anymore. We never eat it
yeah,
again.
never eat it
for
again,
about 5 years, then rediscover it,
Yeah,
and go through
yeah,
the cycle
sure,
again. So all I'm going to do, pop that into the microwave. As we've talked about, any wattage or size doesn't need to be a commercial microwave, and then we're going to put that on for 2 minutes.
Yep.
Then we'll flip it over and put it on again for 2 minutes as well. Now, whilst you were having a little chat there,
Yeah.
I put something in this microwave at the back.
Something yet to be discovered.
Something. I don't know
Yes.
what that's. Oh, I do. I know what it was now. Now I can see it. It's a pasty of all
Oh,
things.
a pasty!
We've talked about,
I do
how
love a
you can
pasty.
do.
Oh,
and
aye,
yes,
look
it
at that.
has squished it a little bit. I'll give you
Yeah,
that.
but if you put those in the regular microwave, they come out soft. I've done it, I know. I was a chronic pasty eater.
yeah, or really soggy but really crispy in certain places, which is something you
Yeah,
get
oh, yeah.
quite a lot as well.
That's crispy
My
all
mum
over.
hasn't. My mum is. She won't be watching now. She's a terrible cook, my mum. And she always used to. She'd do like always on Christmas Eve. She'd do party food. And what she would do is she would put it. It would have oven cooking instructions. And then she was so impatient that she'd put it in for. Say it had to be in the oven for 25 minutes. She'd put it in the oven for 10 minutes, and then she'd give it 4 minutes in the microwave after.
Oh no!
So it was just
Actually, it's interesting.
nothing
you
ever
said
cooked properly.
The
Ever.
Lock with an E family do favour party foods at Christmas.
Right.
So we do little vol au vents and mini quiches and sausage rolls and chipolatas.
Oh, I love all
and
that
sort of
stuff.
This is perfect for that. You've got a batch of
Absolutely
these
is.
going. You can constantly be grazing around the festive season. Actually, Sean and Hayley made a really good point during that last clip, which I totally forgot to make myself. So thank you, Sean and Hayley. But if you are an office worker, you can actually load up your whatever toasted sandwich you want at lunchtime in your Micro Munch in the morning, take it to work with you. No longer are you going to have these cling film wrapped sandwiches that have gone all soggy by lunchtime. And if you've got an office microwave, you can have a lovely, fresh, toasted sandwich. It's already pre-prepared. You bung it in. And as I think Hayley suggested, you could maybe even charge your co-workers to toast their
I
sandwich.
think that's a bit mean, don't you? I don't think that's fostering a good office environment, to be honest. Not going to find that in How to Win Friends and Influence People, that tip, I don't think.
It didn't work here. We came in one night and there was, Hayley was just knocking around like, toast your sandwich. No. Good, Hayley, honestly. No, sir, only a £5. And I'm like, no, I'm good, really, honestly. I thank you anyway, though. I mean, bless her for coming in especially, though.
So I'm just going to give that one.
They are brilliant. Sean and Hayley,
minutes.
amazing. I've known them. Well, you must have known them for a while. I've known them for about.
I think I've
crikey,
known them as
20,
long as I've worked in shopping
20-something
TV.
years.
What year
Yeah.
is it this year? 2020?
25. It's 2025
In
now.
October, it'll be 15 years since I
God.
started in shopping TV.
I worked with them
Which is
in the 90s, actually.
That's like proportionally like
Yeah.
over a third of my entire life.
I was first on air at the original shopping channel in 1994.
Right.
Crikey, that's 31 years ago.
That's a long old time ago.
I was the youngest ever presenter at that
Were you?
three-letter
How old
channel.
were you at the time?
22.
Oh,
Yeah.
22.
22. yeah.
That's amazing.
Nobody has ever,
I
since
was-
in the history of the business, apparently,
Has ever been that young?
No.
It's had the best years of you, isn't it?
That's why I look so young now. It has. I won't say it hasn't aged me.
Yeah.
But I keep coming back to it. There must be something I like. Look, I'll
Like
tell
a
you
moth
what.
to a flame.
If you're resting, as they say in the acting profession, then there ain't a lot better than doing this job, is there? Now here, ladies and gentlemen, we have a Micro Munch, and here we have some mini trees. That's what my son David used to call broccoli. Can I have some little trees? He used to ask for dinner. He loved his little trees, did David. And a little bit of spray, again, that is optional if you don't do fats or oils. And also what's great about this is if you have any sorts of allergies, then you can avoid them. You know what you're putting in your Micro Munch, you know what you're putting in your mouth, and you know what you're putting into your body. 2 minutes each side, and your trees will be good to eat. And I tell you, the veg comes out really well because it gets steamed and it gets browned, and it also gets the benefit of the microwaves cooking the inside, so they come out succulent, moist and delicious. And I tell you, do you know what? The one thing that's helped me shed the pounds and the stone more than anything else, I taught myself, I finally learned how to make vegetables taste nice. Because often when you go on a diet, what are the first 3 letters of the word diet spell? And that's what it feels like, right? And I've discovered that, you know, I have great willpower when it comes to shedding the excess fat. But when the food doesn't taste very good, in other words, when you're just constantly thinking about all of those naughty things that taste wonderful, and you're confronted by a bit of bland, I don't know, chicken and some boring old broccoli, you feel like you're depriving yourself. So I made a number of recipes. I did a lot of research, bought a lot of spices. I've literally had 3 racks of spices, and I make my meals taste delicious. So much so that when I get home late at night, if it's a choice of going for a takeaway, well, and then I'm like, well, I know that if I go for let's say a McDonald's or a Burger King or something, by the time it gets there, it's going to be cold, it's going to be soggy, and it won't taste as good as when it's fresh. And in the time it takes for the driver to find you at that time of night, if there's even a driver available, it could be 45 minutes before your food's even there, if you're lucky. By which time I've made one of my recipes with an air fryer and my suitcase full of spices. And in my head, before I even think about the takeaway, even if habit makes me think about it, and I'm like, oh, let's get a takeaway. And I'm like, wait a minute, no. I can make something better, that tastes better, looks better, is healthy, and is quicker, and I'll be eating it before the rider has even arrived at the shop to pick up my order. And that was the secret. And I will share, I'm going to do a video with all my recipes, and then if other people, because people always ask me how you're doing it, and it's nothing miraculous, just eat healthy food, don't eat rubbish. Terry says, hi Rob and Joe.
Hi.
Enjoying the show, hi. Well, hi there. Enjoying the show as usual, and would like to ask you what would be the best way to cook a toasted chipolata sandwich? Cook the chipolatas first,
of course.
4 minutes, exactly as we've done there. And in fact, oh, hold on, wait there, I'll be back. I'm coming back. Don't worry, I'm still here, folks.
Oh, it's going to be hot.
Oh, too busy looking. Oh, that's your tune. Oh, cheese and
It's gorgeous, isn't it? Pop that down to there.
So that was Joe, wasn't it? Joe, here. So this is here's a chipolata we made earlier. So you cook your chipolatas first, right? 4 minutes, and then while they're cooking, in your other Micro Munchie, because you bought the twin pack, I'm sure, you get your bread ready, buttered on the outside, buttered on the inside as well if you want. And then as soon as the chipolatas are ready, put them in. You have to cook whatever's going in the middle. If it's not cooked, cook that separately first. Then put them in the sandwich, then do the toasting part. So then stick them in, add any sauces, whatever you fancy, another 4 minutes, and boom, Bob is your uncle. Aaron says, what types of food are cookable in the Micro Munch? Which food should I avoid cooking? Joe said, and I think this is the best way to describe it, think of it as a grill or a frying pan.
Absolutely.
Anything you can do on a grill or in a frying pan is what you'd cook with this. So if you know, roast potatoes was a question. Can we do those?
Yeah,
well, no, because that's a roasting tin. That's a different process. No, this is not suitable for that. But otherwise, you know, really, you're limited only by your imagination. Anything you do in a frying pan or on a grill, you can do in here. This is a mini grill. Your microwave powers these aluminized steel plates and turns them into a mini grill, into a sort of 6 by 6 inch grill.
It does, because you know, microwaving works in a very distinct way when you use it with food. Ordinarily, what normally happens is that the microwave energy heats the water in your food, and it cooks it sort of from the inside out, and that creates a lot of steam. So it's not heating it directly, it's causing the water inside to get hot. Is how it works. So what it's not able to crisp or to brown, it's an impossibility for your microwave. What this does is it uses that microwave energy to power the plates in here. So the plates absorb the microwave energy, energy. They get hot, and they get super hot as well, up to 270 degrees Celsius, and that gives you that direct heat, that gives you that brown.
I have grills that do not go up to that temperature. I think 220 is about the most they go up to. Trevor says, hey Trevor, how are you? I have the Micro Munch. I love this, is brilliant. Thank you for sending this in. I have the Micro Munch and keep it in my lorry for when I'm on long distance routes. Game changer. What a great idea. In fact, some of the big lorries, like the Arctics, they have power in and sleeping compartments in them, don't they? So you may even have a microwave in your lorry, and maybe that's what you were talking about. But otherwise, you know, if you go into a petrol station that's got a microwave, instead of, you know, getting their burgers and things like that, you can make your own if you want.
Oh, imagine.
Martin says, could I make fried bread in the Micro Munch? And could I clean my Micro Munch with Blue Magic? Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, absolutely. Blue Magic is food safe.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, rinse it properly afterwards.
Yeah.
But no, absolutely. And fried bread, I suppose if you had a pool of butter, it's essentially frying it a little bit, isn't it? I don't know, Joe. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I mean, I think you'd have to be careful about sort of, because what you don't want to happen is for, you know, to have a lot of hot oil or fat in there and then it gets super, super hot. That's not always the best way to go.
But if you did just a slice of bread that was buttered heavily on both sides.
Should we try it?
Let's try it. You know what? Martin, sorry, Martin.
I'm going to put a lot of oil
Have you got
on
butter, though?
bread. No, I've got oil,
butter.
which will work. Oil works even better for fried bread than. So I'm going to put quite a lot on.
Okay, yeah. We're going to try it. Yeah.
Which side is the right side for this? That side there. So let's put this in.
On the other side. And this is just a slice of bread.
Just a slice of bread. Do you know the other thing though is it might be a bit thin, but
no, we've done bread before.
We're going to go.
A slice of. I can assure you, you can do a slice of toast.
Who knows? What's the worst that can happen? We'll find out.
It catches fire and we all have to go home.
There's something in there which needs turning over, so let's just turn.
No, it won't
we'll
catch
come
fire.
back to that. Let's put that on for another 2 minutes.
So stand by, Martin.
And then we're going to pop this one over here for 2 minutes
fried bread
as well.
experiment coming right up.
And then we will let you know.
Television.
I
feel another salmon.
have no idea how this is going to go.
Yeah, no, we'll find out. Really, you can do anything. Asparagus comes out really well in this, I have to say.
Yeah,
and steaks do. Steaks
and also just
phenomenal.
brilliant if you're just doing some salmon or just cooking some asparagus in here. Of course you can do just those on their own. Tender stem broccoli, again, it's fantastic. You don't even necessarily need to blanch those things off.
You can do new potatoes. If you take new potatoes and slice them, as I used to do to fry in a frying pan, they come out really good in a Micro Munch.
Yep, absolutely.
Really well.
They do. And again, the other thing as well is, you know, we're talking about using your microwave at all times in this instance on full power.
Yes.
Now, there are thicker things that you might want to cook where you can adjust the power of your microwave. A lot of you will already know how to do that. It's very easy to work it out, coming from the man that can only put it on for 30 seconds at a time. But I'll show you on here in a minute. There's a power button. You press it and it just turns the power down. So if you do want to cook something slowly for longer, of course you can do that as well.
And always just remember, if you do have a browning feature in your microwave, turn it off because it will melt the silicone.
Yeah, if you've got one of those sort of combi oven microwaves.
Yeah, just microwave only. Was that Carol, did you say, Fraser? Oh, Karen, is it dishwasher safe? Absolutely it is. I don't think it's really... I think it's a bit of a waste of time and space and energy putting it in the dishwasher, because all you've got to do is peel the corners off like that, you see, and then you pull the plate out and you just give them both a rinse and then you pop it back in again. But look, you know, sure, if you top shelf, if you want to put take it out, take the plates out, put the plates and the sort of silicone shells in separately into the top rack, no problem at all. To be honest, I think you'd be too busy using it. They're just easier to rinse. Bit of soapy water, good to go, ready to go again.
Indeed it is. Now in here, I think I've got some kebabs in here. I can't remember.
I want a kebab. I love me a kebab. I do dirty.
They are kebabs.
Now, are they lamb kebabs?
They are lamb kebabs.
Are they just pure lamb?
They are. They need a little bit longer though. I'm gonna. I can see.
You can turn them inside.
A little bit brown. And also, what you can do as well, if you want, just because I put 4 in there, next all touching each other. So I'm just going to give them a turn, like that.
You could also pretend you're a fairy and have a little fairy Sunday roast.
How do you know I'm not a fairy?
Well, that's true. I don't. I deign to ask.
Let's.
I would have seen you more as a cherub.
Cherub.
Yeah, cheap.
Or maybe I like to think of myself as a merman from time to time.
Merman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know there's people that live as mermaids?
I mean,
mermen?
you smell a fish, if I'm being honest.
Mermaid.
Never see Joe's legs. So
no.
You just don't know. He
could have a flipper or a fin.
He's flipping around down here like you believe.
What's
it's
in
like
over
Splash,
bread?
The alternative version. In there is your fried bread. So we're turning over.
It's
that's
very,
for Martin. 2 minutes away.
It's very smoky in the fried bread. I'm going to put it on for
that's fine.
a minute.
It's frying. That's what it's supposed to do.
It is frying.
You did use a lot of fat.
It might be burning. We don't know.
Doesn't matter.
Who knows? It's a live
experiment.
experiment. We could get a BAFTA for this.
The BAFTA. Of course, there is a BAFTA award for best sandwich toasting.
Is there?
Yeah, it came in last year. Yeah, I think.
Wonder who else would be nominated.
Delia?
Delia?
I don't know, maybe.
She's still on the telly?
I don't know. Nigella?
Nigella.
She's still on the telly.
I think so, yeah. Who else is there?
Don't know.
Not that. Don't talk about that one.
No. And then there's those people from this morning. Who's presenting this morning now? I don't even know. Those people.
Is it Alison Hammond?
Could be.
I love Alison Hammond.
She's funny, isn't she? She is
So
great.
funny.
I always thought of our show as...
Do you know what I think she's just so normal. I think that's what people love about
Do you know,
her.
it's always been my dream to present that show.
To have what, sorry?
To present this morning.
Really?
I just think it's right up my street. I used to do shows like that all the time in the States. So talk shows are what that sort of lifestyle shows are very much my thing. No, yeah, look, it does work on one. So
it's worked on one side. Now we need to work out why that is. So we'll need to play around with that. But I would say that's pretty good. Not sure why we've got.
I think you don't think you'd had it left. I don't think
I flipped it for sure. So I don't know.
What you could do.
It has. The
do
thing
two
is,
slices, and then when you take it out halfway through, flip the slices inside over.
the thing is, it is actually crusty. That's crispy that side. Crusty is not a nice word, but
crusty.
it is crispy.
Yes, I think,
and it does smell like fried
because
bread.
there wasn't enough contact between the plate.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit.
You might need to double. So Martin, I would suggest you do 2 slices of bread.
Yeah.
And then cook the outsides of one for 2 minutes, then flip it and flip the bread inside, and do you see what I mean? So that the bit that's not been cooked then is in contact with the grill.
It does smell.
Yes, you can.
Fried.
But
you can. There you are.
It does. It's probably easier to do it in a frying pan.
Yes, maybe. So, but I think fried bread you do in a deep fat fryer ordinarily.
Do you?
It's so bad
Really?
for you, but oh my.
I do it in a frying pan.
Do you? I think traditionally, if you went to like a
A
calf,
deep fat fryer. Oh.
a calf, not a cafe, a calf. I love a calf.
Yeah, what do you call a lady who's got 8 fried eggs on here, and they got a cup of tea here, and they got bacon here, and they got sausages here.
Don't know.
Calf.
Oh, calf. We call them cafes now.
Cafes.
Cafes, but I prefer a calf, a good.
I love a good calf.
Honest
I miss
calf.
that. I really do.
Like
They're still around. There are still
East End calf.
I've got a brilliant. There's an amazing one in West Croydon.
Is there?
Best cooked breakfast you can get. Whoa. That looks so good. Can you assure me there is nothing in there other than meat?
Just meat? No, I can't actually.
Oh, okay.
Because I've thrown the packaging away. But that is a lamb, just some lamb kebabs that we've done. So brilliant. And these are quite messy ordinarily when you cook them. But what you've got is this beautiful succulent lamb.
Lovely.
Pop that onto a
Was that
flatbread.
Carol? Somebody wanted to know what kind of cheese. Kat wants to know what kind of cheese you can use.
Oh.
Any you like?
Anything you like. So actually,
You've got
it's
some
funny
brie.
you should
You've
mention
got
that.
brie down there. You haven't touched.
I've just got my cranberry out, so I was just about to grab some brie. So yeah, let's do a brie and cranberry.
Can I test that the brie is still safe to eat?
Yeah, you just try. I mean, it has been out a little while, but it'll be absolutely fine.
Okay.
Still good. So let's just
I love
grab
brie.
this.
Could live on the brie diet.
We'll do a brie and cranberry sandwich.
Camembert.
Do you know, I've kind of gone off cheese a bit.
Have you?
I don't know why. Yeah.
I live on it. I'm
I love a good strong cheddar. Oh,
particularly in a stir fry.
cheese
one
in
of my
a stir
recipes.
fry.
No, an omelette. I make an omelette or a what's a thick omelette called?
A thick omelette, I guess.
No,
a
it's
tortilla.
No, when you put it under the grill and it rises, and it's called a
Souffle.
no egg. Everyone's no. Sorry.
What's it called?
Oh, it'll come back to me. Sorry. It's going to annoy me now.
I don't know.
You just carry on, and I'll.
You sure you don't mean a
it's-
tortilla?
No. It's it rises. You do it in a pan, and you sort of basically make an omelette, and then you stick it in the oven, and it becomes thick. And you can add loads of different ingredients and things to it. You know.
Like a Spanish omelette?
No.
There's a word. I hope someone please.
Not an omelette.
Someone email in and put him out of his misery.
Please help me.
Oh, I mean, one of
Frittata!
That's it, frittata. I can feel that BAFTA walking out the door.
Exactly. Sorry, the BAFTA does not go to Rob Lock. He couldn't even remember the word frittata.
So I'm going to pop that in there. 2 minutes that side. And then we'll flip that over. Do you remember what we've got in the back one? Do you know what we've got in the back one?
I never remember what I've got in the back one.
Absolutely nothing. So let's pop something in there.
Oh, my dinner.
Yeah, some salmon. I've also got some asparagus on there, or as the Italians call it, asparagi.
Really?
Asparagi.
Yeah, they don't speak English properly, do they?
No, it's a beautiful language. I'm trying to learn Italian at the moment.
I love Italy.
I'm 60 days into my online learning streak,
nice.
yeah. I know lots of words, can't really say anything.
No.
But my favourite, they've got lots of lovely words for food, like zenzero. It's what they call ginger. Zenzero. Yeah.
I love Italy. I love Rome. I'd move to Rome tomorrow. I love the food. I love the women. I just love it all.
You do?
Do.
It's a great country, full of great people.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. Anyway, you can get your Micro Munch, the microwave toasted sandwich maker, and more, a twin pack for £40. I've run out of emails. No, it is a twin pack, ladies and gentlemen. 2 for £40. Hi, Sam. Just feeling friendly. 2 for £40, that is a special. Now, if we go to shopontv.co.uk, like this, magically, as if by magic, or actually it's our producer saying, let's go to the website, and our director, Paul, going, here, I'm going to press a button and make it appear. So you click on that little banner, and it will take you to our web, or our show page. Now, we have got, do you want to see the cheese mill later? I love that cheese mill. We've also got this brilliant Mr. Chef mini blender. That is really good. It's only 20 quid. It's phenomenal. We've got the brilliant piranha peeler as well. And what else? An electric salt and pepper mill. Great set of kitchen boards. And also, by the way, the next 3 days it's going to be, it's 26 tomorrow, 28, and then is it? Monday. No way. I thought we'd done with the heat wave. So no, cool down. Cool down with your cool zone. And that cheese mill is amazing. It's not just cheese, you can do all kinds of great stuff in that. But the Micro Munch, £25 normally for one. Still available if you want to get them individually and you want to get specific colours. Maybe you want 2 blue and not the mixture or the permutations that we provided. You can, now you'll pay our full price, but they're still really affordable. But we are doing literally just another 40 minutes till 3 a.m. You're going to be able to get 2 of them for £40. Now, if you do a Google, as many of you will have, there is a very famous brand that makes something that looks similar to the Micro Munch and essentially is designed to do the same thing. They are a great brand. I'm not knocking them, but I have tried their version of this, and I personally do not think it is anywhere near as good. Just saying. It is £5 cheaper, but you get what you pay for. And if it's not as good, the extra £5 for something that is banging, I think is worth it. That's my opinion and my experience. Also, if you see anything out there that is a variation of this name, we can't guarantee how its legitimacy. We don't know who's selling it, particularly if it's a marketplace seller. We don't know where it's come from. There are a lot of knockoffs out there. So I'm just saying, exercise some caution. At least when you buy from us, you're buying from ITV and STV. You're buying from Shop on TV. We are partners with them in a venture that we guarantee and verify the authenticity of absolutely everything. And this best, I just think, well, certainly one of the best products that we have. £40 for 2. Get yours now. And you can spread the cost if you want to on PayPal. Pay in 3. You ready to go with some more, Joe? We got anything? Oh, 6 seconds. Stand by, everybody.
What's in there? A brie and cranberry sandwich.
Oh, brie and cranberry. I can't wait for my
very continental.
My salmon. I love a bit of continental.
So let's just grab this out of here.
Do you mind? I'm going to wolf down the entire salmon dinner again.
I don't mind. Okay. I do not.
Do you want to use the same plate of couscous? I'll just throw the skin away.
Grab that off of there for you. But let me just flip that out. That needs to go back in for a couple more minutes.
Right, where's the bin?
Because it is not quite done on that side. Let me just put it back on the other side. Yeah, it's under here. I'll just pop it into there.
I'm just saying, just to save you a plate. Excuse me.
It needs a tad longer on the other side, so I'm just going to pop that back into there. Just
when the salmon comes out, there you go. You can put the salmon on there.
Ready over the back here.
Save you wasting a plate because it's going to go straight in my belly anyway.
Indeed it is. So let's just grab that out.
Oh, steaming.
Grab that off there for us. Just show you. Let's pick that off. Absolutely beautiful. Done some baby corn in there this time.
I don't
and some
do the
asparagus.
baby corn, but I will have the asparagus. But they came up beautifully.
They did, really did.
Look at that sizzling.
And then
oh my. Oh, I do declare.
There. Look at how beautifully cooked that is. And again, look, it has squished it a bit. I know there's no getting away from that. No. But look at how beautifully cooked again it is. Incredibly tender and succulent. And these are the kinds of results that you get. And the thing is, you know, anyone can do that because all I did was I just popped it on for 2 minutes, flipped it over, popped it on for another 2 minutes.
Whole meal, 4 minutes. Bit of couscous,
really
bit of salad. Now have a good look at that because it's about to disappear. Isn't that lovely? So you can see the lovely flaky salmon, beautifully cooked asparagus, little baby corn there. Excellent. Excuse me while I'm otherwise engaged for a moment. Having my, I've had my dinner. This is my snack.
Here is my brie and cranberry sandwich. So let me just grab that and grab that from there. And then what we'll do is I'll just cut into this.
You know what, Joe? The cheese. But let us know when do you want to go to that, Fraser?
I reckon I'll be good in about. I'm just going to get this one out, and I've got nothing else in then. So let me just grab this.
So about 5 minutes, a couple of minutes.
Yeah, a couple of minutes.
We have a lot of requests for the cheese mill, so we're going to show you that. Or you'll get to see me when I was about 5 stone heavier. That's exciting.
What you've got here is that brie and cranberry sandwich done. I'm not a fan, Rob, you know, of sweet and savoury together.
Oh, really?
So this is not for me, but I know a lot of people absolutely adore a brie and cranberry sandwich, and if you are one of those people...
So you're not a fan of sweet and sour then?
No, oh no, my sort of food hell, sweet and sour, yeah. Sweet and sour sauce, sweet chilli sauce, pineapple in any kind of savoury food.
Definitely not for a Hawaiian then?
Oh no. Do you know what though?
Yeah.
Pineapple on a pizza, I would never normally admit to this. Every once in a while.
It is good.
There's a time and a place.
It is a debate that is going to go on for the rest of time, but I've got to say I do approve. Right, I'm going to finish eating this in a moment. I'm not going to just be so rude as to eat it in front of you, like I did with the last plate. So what we're going to do, this is a little pre-recorded clip that it was a while ago actually we recorded this. This is the gourmet cheese mill. It is phenomenal, and it is the perfect accompaniment to your Micro Munch. So this is about 10 minutes long. We are still live. We're going to be back live, but watch this cheese mill. It's brill.
Honestly, this is just one of the best products that I know.
It's great.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's great. It was great, and now it's greater.
Very good.
And it's £20. Again, it's labour-saving, cost-saving, easy to use, and it's a multitasker. I hate things in the kitchen. Alton Brown always used to say this on the Food Network. He hates unitaskers, where it's a job that does one thing and one thing only. This, all right, yes, it grates one thing, it grates only, but it grates so many different things only. And so you'll find yourself using this for a variety of different things. If you're a baker, then this is going to be for you because you can do your cheesecake bases and you can do your toppings and your decorations, whether it's sweets, whether it's biscuits, whether it's nuts. You can use it as a spice mill for all your hard spices. You can use it for all of your hard cheeses, but also chocolate. Again, you can grate. We'll do some chocolate in a minute, I think. Well, if you've got some, you can grate. Have you got a block of chocolate? Because you haven't. But you can put.
I did have. It was in the van. I ate that.
That's the only downside. But you can put your dairy milk in there or the equivalent, can't you? Other brands available, obviously. Yeah. Eggs, you name it. This will grate it as long as it's the dry. You know, if it's relatively dry and relatively hard, then just as with any grater, this will work. But it does it quicker and it does it better, and that's the important thing. It's a better mousetrap. So you are getting, obviously, you're getting the mill itself. You're getting getting 2 blades and you're getting the keep fresh base, so you can put leftovers in the fridge. It becomes your, for example, your cheese storage. So if you've got the budget for a couple of them, you can have one for room temperature, you can have one for sweet, one for savoury, you can have one for sort of, you know, mix it up, do whatever you want with it, and the other one for anything that maybe has a bit of an odour to it, just to avoid odour transfer. And also you can have one that you put in the fridge. So buy as many as you like. If you've got an Airbnb, a cafe, a restaurant, anything like that, these are an absolute must-have. Or if you've got a house or an apartment or a home of any kind, motorhome, caravan, anything with a roof, anywhere you live, anywhere you stay, you probably need one of these. I think that covers just about everybody. If you've got a kitchen, if you're a human and you eat, you probably need one of these. Yeah.
And
how safe is it?
It's the safest product I've ever demonstrated, and I have demonstrated some products that unfortunately are not that safe. Yeah. But the blade is on the inside, so you're never going to damage or hurt yourself. Even when you take it apart to wash it, and it comes apart very quickly.
They can have the
kids
pleasure
love it. Give the kids, like you were saying with the chocolate. As I said, my grandson, I've got to mention his name.
Go on.
Okay, Alfie and Ollie.
Yeah.
But they both like different things. One likes white chocolate, the other one likes dark chocolate.
Yeah.
But you can mix the two together. White and dark chocolate. If you make cakes, try sprinkling a little bit of white and dark chocolate grated over the top. My wife's a great cake maker, but she loves doing all the little things, all the small jobs she'll do with something like this, and it's a perfect. And what actually made this product famous in the UK, apart from the cheese, was, like I said, an egg.
We do love our eggs over here.
We love our eggs, but most people, and they'll recognise it when I say it, they get a fork for a sandwich and they mash the life out of it, take the air out of it.
Yeah.
So when I was saying, in the States, most people grate their eggs. And the reason is, it puts air, it makes them...
I lived in America for 15 years, I didn't know that.
Well, there you go. Take an egg, pop it in the machine. As I always say, make sure it's hard-boiled first. And what you'll find is, if you want to put a bit of egg one side and a bit of onion the other, even though the onion will mush up a bit, in a sandwich and stuff like that, it doesn't really make
or
a difference.
Stir fry or something.
Yeah.
But we do this amazing.
Look at this.
Sell this amazing pizza maker. Look up the DMD pizza maker on shopontv.co.uk. But I would even grate the egg over as a topping on the pizza.
If you're on a diet, and you want something to bulk your food out,
eggs are amazing. Yeah,
eggs,
they're one of the most nutritious and nutrient dense foods known to man.
It goes a lot further, because even when you're grating a few eggs like this, it's light, it's fluffy. Put a little bit of onion, put a little bit of tomato.
Yeah.
You know, mix a bit of cheese and egg together. But look,
could you do that? Could you have cheese one side?
Yeah, put cheese one side
just to show everybody, to satisfy my curiosity and general fetishes.
Everything goes into. Everything clears out the bottom. You don't go near the blades. You don't have the last piece to eat. You can put a little bit of cheese in one side like that.
Yeah.
Put an egg in the other side. Now I'm going to push the egg straight in rather than put it in the side. It won't make any difference.
Yeah, and you can even mix your colours of cheese as well if you really wanted to go mad.
You can mix the cheese. There's the cheese coming through with the egg together.
Bit of mayonnaise and boom, Bob's your uncle.
I love eggs and I love cheese, and that's my downfall, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know.
But again, you should be able to
food.
Well, yeah, but you can see. Look, mix the colours up.
Thanks, Rob.
Did you notice how I kept quiet? Fear of getting into trouble. But look, let me show you. Even though, look at that. That is absolutely brilliant. Takes every single piece out of there. And easier to clean when there's nothing in it.
I can see bourbons over there.
Yeah.
What a great idea! A bourbon
biscuit
topping for you. A bourbon biscuit topping for you. That would be great on a cheesecake. In America, I don't know if I mentioned I used to live in America, and they have this chain of restaurants called Cheesecake Factory.
Oh,
and it's
it's the best place.
Yeah,
the best place.
But the cheesecake toppings they do some of them are just nuts, and some of them are not just nuts. There are other things too. Yeah. But crazy toppings. But this would be fabulous.
Oh, look, you make your own
on the top of a trifle.
Oh, look at this. So this is the dark.
I never trifle with a trifle.
Oh, look at that!
Wowee!
Now, the great thing about it is you'll see in a second all the colours start coming through from the nut. You can see a few of the nuts coming through now.
Oh, you put nuts in there as well.
I put the. My favourite.
Oh, so you did.
My favourite candy's got in there. My favourite candy goes everywhere with me. Have
you been to the shop in Leicester Square?
Yes. I was in there for 2.5 hours, but yes. So again, if you don't want to use it all, and as you were saying, if you like chocolate, white chocolate one side, dark chocolate the other, or milk chocolate, and just.
What about hard toffees? Would that work? Have you ever tried that?
I've never tried that.
Yeah, I wonder if it'd be too hard or too soft. Who knows? I suppose the thing is you can always try things, and if they
I always say to people
won't.
when they say to me, you know, will it do this? Sometimes I've never tried it, or sometimes I've done it and I don't know.
Yeah.
Always try anything. It's going to be better on things.
You're not going to break it or anything.
No, there's going to be better on some things than it will on others. But just remember,
we've seen your sweet nuts. Can we see your regular nuts? Because I'm just thinking that for chicken satay.
Let me just empty this.
If you have a pad see Thai?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pad Thai.
Pad Thai.
Pad see
Pad
you.
Thai?
Pad see you is the noodles, and Pad Thai is the rice.
I'm not sure if I've been to that part of Thailand.
Pad Thai.
Yeah. When you start grating,
I'm not going to even go there.
If you want to grate a little bit,
Yeah.
okay, grate it into the bottom like this, where nothing comes. Right? And then if you don't want it to go all over your kitchen and you're only grating a little bit, look.
Oh, looky look.
You start grating some nuts onto there.
Yeah, you can roll your ice cream, you know,
So
ice cream in it.
look. So you've got some
perfect.
peanuts there. These are salted ones. So if you want to be nice and thirsty,
or dry roasted or honey roasted.
Look at these. So again, use it like a pepper mill. Push and turn. I mean, when you get to my age, I can still work it without any problem.
Doesn't really require a lot of strength, does it?
No. If you've got dexterity problems, just take it a bit easier.
Well, I'll have a go at one.
Yeah, and what you do is just do smaller pieces. So if you have a dexterity problem, don't pack it all in. Fill it halfway. And then you can just turn it the same way. So
I'm really I'm being totally pepped up by all of the confidence in the control room that I'm going to get this right. Yeah.
Really? Okay, so let's do a little bit of fresh bread.
It's always nice to know your colleagues are behind you.
Yeah. There we go. So just push and turn on there.
Yeah. Push and sorry, thank you.
Yeah. If I bring this a bit closer, it might be easier for you. There you go.
Oh, maybe not.
Yeah. Backwards and forwards like a pepper mill. There you go.
Oh, backwards and forwards. Oh, it's really hard, Rob.
Yeah.
Gee, my goodness, that's so difficult to do. How is anyone ever going to be able to operate this properly?
It's simple, like me. And if anything's difficult, first of all, I won't be able to work it. And secondly, if it takes a long time to wash up,
Yeah.
then no one will do it either.
There was a lot of bread in there, wasn't there?
There was a lot of bread in there. But not only that, if you want to try this one here, look,
Yeah.
I'll give you a really hard one to do.
Really push me to the limit.
Yeah, try it with this. So I'm going to put a bit of egg in here,
Yeah.
with a bit of cheese in as well.
Yeah.
There you go, a little bit of plain cheese. That'll be a test for you. So you can just do it on the table
Just do
there.
it on the table, right? Yeah.
Just push
Go
and
for
turn.
this corner here, shall we?
Yeah. So it's nice when you mix it together like that. That's what I like about with the different colours and the different things that you can play around with, and it just makes your cheese really light.
It is backwards and forwards, is it? Or
Yeah,
is it
like
just
a pepper
forwards?
mill from side to side.
Oh,
it'll work either way, but that
I
way
see. Okay, got
just
it.
comes out a bit
Oh,
quicker.
Yeah.
If you want to
See,
just turn it
now-
one way, it'll work the same way.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
There you are.
Done.
You got the job.
2 goes and I got the knack. Look at that.
You've got the job. Not only that, what you've done is, without realising,
Thanks, team.
is that you've actually emptied it.
I have emptied it. That's what I was going to say.
What I like about something like this, when you use it, unlike using one of these, you don't need to use one of those as well, because you're not going anywhere near a blade, you're not hurting yourself.
No.
It's fantastic for doing all small jobs in the kitchen, and it doesn't matter what job you do, it will come out light and fluffy like this. So there's your egg and cheese mixed together, there's your cheese on its
You
own.
can make an egg mayonnaise in minutes.
There's your egg, which is so light and fluffy.
It really is.
Absolutely.
A little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt, mix it with a teaspoon of
And we've
mayonnaise
gone-
straight in the sandwich and in your belly.
That's it. And we've gone from there to doing nuts, chocolate, biscuit bases, parmesan, breadcrumbs. You can do bread on its own if you want to.
Yep.
If the bread is fresh and soft and spongy, I've just bought this bread down the road. It was really like moist.
Yes.
So basically, as I said to you, when I first started doing this product and I was struggling with fresh bread, and we used to do it in a blender first, before
Yeah.
I was working this, do breadcrumbs in a blender, a top chef in the country said to me, if you ever have fresh bread, and this is a good tip for people, you can try it.
It is.
Drop a couple of crackers in while you're blending it, even if you're doing it in a big processor, and it takes the moisture
Moisture out
from
of
the bread.
Could you toast the bread slightly as well?
If you toast it, it's going to go through quicker.
Right, yeah.
Because it's
and also
drier.
it's then a toasted, it's a different flavour profile.
Yeah, and then
too,
it's
isn't it?
drier.
We've only got a couple of minutes left, so pick your poison, and then maybe quickly show us how we attach it, what we get, how we clean
so
it.
what you get is the machine with a base.
Yep.
So basically that's what you get when you get it home.
Yeah.
Inside the foot piece here, will be the Parmesan blade. So you
Right.
get 2 blades,
Yeah.
one for hard food, one for soft food. Basically, if you want it a bit finer, use the Parmesan blade. If you want it a bit thicker, use the big blade like that.
Yeah.
Okay. What you'll also get is a set of instructions.
Yep.
And they're simple instructions because they're designed for people like me. Okay? And when you want to take it apart, it's as easy as that. So there's 3 pieces. They all go in the dishwasher, top rack. Okay, or if you want to store your cheese inside the machine, which is a lazy way of washing up, just keep filling it up. You don't even need to ever wash up. But that's what you get. And then again, all you do. So in that one, got some nuts in there. Literally just push and turn like a pepper mill. You can do your nuts, which are fantastic for cakes and stuff like that. If you want to do almonds, even better. If you want to do things like chocolate, what's in this one? That's breadcrumbs. We've done that one.
Yeah.
Oh, this one is...
Well, we haven't done digestive biscuits. Let's make a cheesecake base, shall
Okay,
we?
so we'll take a cheesecake base. We'll put it in.
Yeah.
We'll put it in this one. It's just.
Yeah, it's all right to cross-contaminate. I don't think we're going to be eating it.
Well,
so,
you never know. You never know.
You never know.
Okay, digestives.
You just never know.
Biscuit bases, fantastic.
And this is how you make a cheesecake, isn't
Well,
it?
the funny thing is, and I'm sure some people will recognise this, many years ago when my mum used to make a cheesecake, she used to put biscuits in a bag.
Yeah, and bash them all.
Hit it with a rolling
have to
pin.
hurry it because we're running out of time.
Hit it with a rolling pin. But look at that.
There it is.
There's your biscuit bases.
Whoops,
Absolutely
there it is.
fantastic. There you go.
Hello, Joe. We're live again.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I've shrunk. Hi. Ladies and gentlemen, we're live, woo, we are. And 23 minutes and 20, I'm going to do this, 23 minutes and 23 seconds until the show's over. We'll give you a little bit of time to check out, obviously, but do please check out your baskets. Start at least thinking about doing that and getting ready to pay your money and start micro munching. I love a micro munch, don't you?
Yeah, and do you know, I think it's probably it's got to be one of the top-selling pieces of kitchen equipment we bring you.
Yeah.
Maybe if not the top-selling piece.
As I say, every microwave should come with at least one.
Absolutely, because look, I think the reason it's so popular is we nearly all of us have microwaves.
Yeah.
Almost all of us hardly ever use them.
I know.
Because, and they take up quite a lot of space. Now, this is great because what it's going to do is it's going to allow you to do things that you'd never dream of doing in your microwave.
No.
You put that in your microwave, I mean, that's going to come out exactly the same colour it went in.
It would be.
If you put that in any other way. But what happens with your micro munch is, because of the technology you've got in here, it means that those metal plates inside of here are heating up to around about 270 degrees Celsius and cooking in the same way that you would cook in a grill or in a pan on the hob. So that means
it is a grill. It is a microwave-powered mini grill. That's the way to look at it.
Exactly what it is. And that means that it's going to enable you to do so many different things. And I think so often with microwaving, we all have this sort of preconception of what microwave food looks like. Rightly so.
I've done a chicken breast in a microwave before as part of an infomercial demonstration. Oh, good. Oh, that's my dessert.
What we've got here is a delicious, perfectly cooked burger, as you can see there, and that has been into your micro munch for 4 minutes. So 2 minutes each side is all that has been in there for, and that is how it comes out. And the great thing is that anyone can do it, because all you've got to be able to do.
Yes, in a minute. Don't worry. Patience.
All you've got to be able to do is put your microwave on, turn your microwave. Can you press the button 4 times, turn it over, press the button another 4 times?
Did you hear something, Joe?
You probably can. I can't know.
Listen to this burger.
Rob, eat me.
Is that the burger?
Yeah, can you hear that?
Sounds a lot like you, but I'll take your word for it.
It wouldn't be me.
Let's put something else into here. So fish is another thing that probably a lot of people think can be quite difficult to cook sometimes, not in your micro munch, because what I've got here, a little piece of sea bass, and I've also got some asparagus and some monge too as well.
Monge too.
Throw that in again. 4 presses on the button, 2 minutes, we'll flip it over, give it another 2 minutes, it'll be good to go. I've just put a ham and cheese toastie into there. It's the iconic toastie, isn't it?
It is. Ham and cheese is an icon of British culinary excellence.
It's a delight, it really is. But look how perfectly cooked that is. You wouldn't look at that and think that's come out of the microwave, would you?
It tastes delicious, Rob.
Sorry, it's... No, not at all. You would never know that.
Has it got a mic on that?
It has got.
It's been mic'd up.
It's just behind here.
Right.
Yeah. Don't let. So what was that? Sorry, burger.
Don't listen to Joe. He's a hater.
Let's just flip this one over. So 2 minutes is up on our toasty. So we're just going to go in.
Where'd you get this kind of entertainment on live telly at this time of night? Nowhere.
You just can't.
Babe Station? No. I don't think I'll get there in time. You get more meat on this on this show. More meat and veg. Oh dear.
I love that plate they use in this video.
Isn't it nice?
Very decorative.
It is. They're great, our guys that shoot all of those videos for us. They really are good. This is how can you have gluten-free tuna? Tuna's blooming meat.
Maybe the bread is gluten-free.
Yes, probably yes. But that's the thing. Actually, seriously, just for a moment, I know I'm sort of losing the wheel here. Not that to present the show. I'm just to be sensible, because once I get the sillies, a touch of the sillies, it's very hard to resist it. But you can actually cook foods that are dietary requirements for some people. Now, if you've got someone in the family who's celiac, for example, it's not just oh, I've got gluten intolerance. It can be life or death what they eat. And so what I love about this, if you're vegan, if you're vegetarian, you can completely separate what you cook for you from if there are other people in the household who are not vegan or vegetarian or don't have any special dietary requirements. If you have allergies to certain types of food, it's a way of isolating your food. But it's also great for cooking for one, for a couple. If you've got a couple of these or even a couple of twin packs, so 4, it's a great way to cook for the whole family. It also means, look, sometimes families used to, in the old days, we used to all eat the same food and sit down together at the dinner table and eat at the same time. But that doesn't always happen these days, and maybe you're a family that likes to eat different things. And look, if you've got kids of an appropriate and a responsible age, you can say, there you go, Johnny, knock yourself out. And they can make their own meal, whether it might be a toasted sandwich, it might be a burger. It might look. Maybe it's you've gone to all has failed in terms of timing and budget, and you've gone to your local express shopping or express shop, and you've got yourself a packet convenience store. That's right, and you've got yourself a packet of samosas, or maybe an Indian medley, or maybe some Chinese spring rolls, and a few bhajis or pakoras. You know, that the times I've bought those, you know, needing a quick, cheap, or convenient snack when I've got home late. But normally I just eat them cold. But I never put in the microwave because they're just soggy and yucky. But now you can actually put them in the microwave still, but encapsulated within your Micro Munch, and they come out crunchy and gooey and lovely. If they're supposed to be gooey. That cheese is definitely oozing.
That's perfect.
That's an oozy oh, lovely. Oh my God.
That's absolutely
Get thee to a nunnery.
But I think this would be amazing, even if you just did toasted sandwiches in here. It's absolutely worth it.
I trained to be a monk.
Did you?
I did. I tried to give it up, but I couldn't get out of the habit.
I thought, do nuns and monks both wear habits?
I think nuns wear wimples, don't they?
Do they?
Well, they wear, no, I don't know what you call their general clothing, but the bit on the head's a wimple, I believe. Oh. But no, habits, I don't think, no, that's just
because Sister Act, it was called Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit. So I thought they wore habits.
Maybe that's what it's called, a habit.
Maybe, yeah.
But that, yeah.
So monks and nuns both wear habits?
Maybe they do.
So, our directors just realised why that film is called Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit. Not as good as the original, but you know,
but still,
you win some, you lose
an
some.
Enjoyable 90 minutes.
Oh, yes.
Of your time, if all else fails.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm just going to pop these into here.
It is a habit.
Yeah.
But I think don't monks have big cassocks?
I mean, I guess it's subjective, isn't it?
It's size is always subjective, Joe.
Yeah.
Have you got a big cassock?
I don't really know what a cassock is, so
like
I
a habit, but I think it's more of a masculine. It's the one that's made out of like.
It's a very masculine habit.
It's more of a Hessian type of, I don't know. In my head, it's kind of more of a heavy material that's more of a brown in colour.
I don't know, I'm thinking cassocks a bit more papal than monk-like.
No, I don't know. I don't think cassocks are papal.
No?
I don't think you're papal.
Didn't think we'd be debating religious costume at 2:45 on a
You never
Sunday
know what
morning.
you're going to get with Shop on TV.
You really
especially
don't.
when you work with me.
And sometimes it teeters very dangerously close towards the end of my career, I always
Mine
have
as
these
well.
conversations.
This is the thing, every time I go on the air, I always expect that to be my last for one reason or another. Please, somebody tell us, what do you call the clothes that a nun wears?
Or
a monk. And is there a difference? And is cassock a word I just made up? Or is it actually, I'm pretty sure it's a real word. I wouldn't forget a word like cassock, would you?
No. It's a good word.
It's a good word. I like words. Bit of a wordsmith, me. Look at that lovely bit of bass. It's all about the bass, no treble. And some gorgeous asparagus.
So, some veggies in there
Can
as
I
well,
just
which
give
is great.
myself some props for making a joke that actually makes sense in this century?
It did.
And this decade, and even this year.
Let me just show you how beautifully cooked this sea bass
lovely.
as well, because you can see, can't you?
had
It
sea
falls
bass.
away. It's a very, very nice fish. It's quite delicate, not too fishy.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of fishy fish, but I like white fish and salmon and things like that. It's gorgeous.
Not a fan of kippers.
Do you know I used to love kippers when I was a kid? I don't know if I haven't had them as an adult, so I couldn't tell you. It's not quite decorative, that one.
Let's do some sausages as well, because sausages always work so well in the Micro Munch. And all I've got here, I'm going to put a little bit of oil over them as well, is just some chipolatas. Now, you can do thicker sausages if you want. You get about 4 regular pork sausages.
And I think if you like them brown all the way round, I would, after 2 minutes, I'd actually open the Micro Munch
you can
and
give it a shake. Give it a shake, give it a turn. Absolutely, you can do that as well. Do you know, look, we're saying it's a good rule of thumb for everything you cook. 2 minutes one side, flip it, do it 2 minutes the other. You're going to find your own way of doing things.
Well, as I say, more powerful microwaves, you may need less time. Less powerful microwaves, you may need a little more time. By the way, all instructions are included. I mean, you get a box. And it's up there. Let me see if it says on the box. Microwave to toast grill sandwiches in minutes. There will be 2 to 4 minutes. There you go. There's your instruction. It's on the box. That's the box it comes in.
You do get a
little instruction booklets.
Like more of a leaflet. I'm going to call it. Yeah.
A pamphlet.
A pamphlet. It tells you how to cook a steak in there. It tells you how to do a toasted sandwich. It's very simple. It's very straightforward. Think of it as a frying pan that goes inside your microwave.
I tell you what,
though,
if you don't have an air fryer, if you haven't had the budget to invest in an air fryer yet, or the space or the inclination. Look, it's not an air fry, but a lot of things like steak. I use my air fryer almost exclusively to cook steak, and it does it very well. It's really good because it comes out really succulent in the middle, but so it does from the Micro Munch.
Yeah, it does indeed. It's a great way to cook things. It's going to cook at around about 270 degrees Celsius. So think of that as sort of a medium-high heat. If you were cooking under a grill or on a microwave.
Now, these come out really. When you get caramelised carrots, they're quite sweet. Actually, they're a really good snack for the kiddies. And maybe you could put a little honey in there if you wanted to.
You could. I probably wouldn't put honey in for the whole time. I'd put a squeeze of honey on for the last sort of 60 seconds or so, just because it has a tendency to burn. It's the only thing. You don't want them to become.
But like everything, you'll become intimately aware of the relationship between you, your Micro Munch, and the microwave. You'll get to know the timings. It's like everything. You buy a new pan, and it has a very specific sort of behaviour profile, and it's just getting used to it. But it's so quick. I couldn't cook in an air fryer as quickly as I could cook a steak or half a steak.
You can't get. You're not far off getting your pan hot in 4 minutes.
Well,
you've cooked
right.
It's so fast, and what it does is it gives us those timings we associate with microwave cooking, but it also gives us the results that we associate with cooking in a pan or cooking under a grill, which is brilliant. Let's take these out of here. They are.
Are we turning, or are we?
We're turning in the back, and we are revealing in the front. So let's just take that out of there.
Turning in the back, revealing in the front.
Exactly. So let's pop these out of here. I can't remember what was in here. I think they were some spring rolls. Yes, they were. So here
Kathy
you
wants to be assured you can put raw meat in there.
Kathy,
I could show you, but I've already eaten it.
Well, I've got some sausage on the go.
This is the burger. Kathy, we did this burger in there. 4 minutes, right? Look at that. That was from raw. And look, It's perfect. It's completely. Just to show you. Just kidding. It's perfectly fine. That's the regular shop burger. Now, see, now I've taken it out. I'm going to have to finish it, aren't I? But yeah, you could do chicken breast. You can do bacon. We've done bacon. I think I ate that as well. We've done fish.
Absolutely. So yes, cooking from raw in here, no problem whatsoever, because in the same way that you cook from raw, if you are using, a pan on the hob, yes, you can. I understand that cooking food from raw in your microwave feels a bit alien. It feels like surely that's not what you're able to do, but you absolutely can do it in here.
Frozen,
it's designed to do
frozen snacks in the freezer.
Absolutely, absolutely, you can
browns,
indeed.
those kinds of little sort of little mini pizzas and things like that. You could probably do in there, couldn't you?
I'm just going to pop a samosa in here as well, and in that'll go just again for 2 minutes, because again it crisps these kind of things up beautifully. Ordinarily, these things would be just soggy and a bit.
I couldn't cook a burger that well in a pan. A bit.
Yeah.
Sallow.
Anemic.
Anemic.
Yeah.
Same kind. Yeah. Current,
Oh, it's not the insipid is the word I was looking for. Insipid.
Good word.
That is a good word.
Very good. Very good word.
Yeah, I've lost my train of thought now. What was I going to say?
Pick another one. I don't know.
Can't remember.
I've got a mouthful of burgers.
What have we got? Sausages in the back.
Oh yeah.
Here.
And again, so who was that was asking about? Was it Blanche? Oh no, Blanche has told me about a cassock.
Oh, cassocks, that was it.
Thank you, Blanche. A cassock is a full-length garment worn by certain Christian clergy, members of church choirs, and others having an office of or role in a church. Oh, so a cassock's more of a dress garment.
Yeah, so it's
robe.
more.
It's choir boys and things. That's a cassock.
Yeah. Members of the clergy.
Members of the clergy.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So what does I'm going to put those back in. They're a little bit. They need to be a little more brown on the other side. What do monks wear? Is what we need to know now.
They
don't see many
habit.
monks.
It must be a habit. It's a habit, isn't it?
What's the difference between a? What's the difference between a monk and a friar? There's no punchline. There's no punchline here. That's a question, not.
There is in my head.
Friars and monks different, aren't they?
Yes.
Not the same.
But I don't know the difference.
I wonder if they are often confused and get really annoyed when people conflate the two.
But I'm a friar. I'm not a monk.
Yeah.
There's friar tuck. You don't want to get that mixed up.
No.
No.
That's not one you can say the other way around.
No. All right, Blanche, what's the difference between a friar and well, we've got a producer with a perfectly good internet connection.
I know.
Not feet away.
Yeah.
He could always tell us.
He could. Just a quick search
but
on
he's
the
not
old
going to.
searches.
He'd rather see us suffer on air. Right, sorry. I'll stop eating so I can actually speak.
Did you enjoy that though?
Oh, it was so good.
Really?
That was a raw burger that was cooked to perfection. I've eaten very well tonight, and it's all healthy and conducive to my weight loss goals. This is 007475. Ladies and gentlemen, you have 6 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. There are over 80 of you that need to check out now, or you will basically our systems at 3:30 will click the price back to full price. You'll lose that extra £10 saving. We normally used to just sell them at £25, and we did do a special where you could get 2 for 45 quid. But tonight, this is one of the best deals we've ever done, 2 for £40. Get them while you can, and get a couple. I mean, look, if you can afford them, get a couple of twin packs if you've got a large family. I promise you will use these all the time. They'll be one of I think, the most used kitchen accessories that you've ever bought. Certainly for me, that's true, because it's not one that goes back in the drawer, because it's so convenient, it's so quick. You can, and especially because if I live with my son, sorry, but it's gone. But he's of an age now. He's 22. He works up here as well, obviously 4 days a week. But if not, he's gallivanting around the city with his chums, getting up to all kinds of good. And so it's just me at home, and I'm like, well, I don't want to dirty a great big pan or have the whole grill be messed up, and I hate washing up. So that's when this really comes into its own. And if you've got a couple of them and there are a couple of you, well, even just for one, you can do one part of your dinner. Like it could be the protein, like the sausages in there. You could do a batch of asparagus or or broccoli or whatever you like. Cauliflower florets come out so well. I mean, I literally could live on cauliflower. It's one of those things when it's caramelized. It tastes so sweet and slightly nutty. It's lovely. Roasted cauliflower is amazing. It's a really great way of getting the pounds off and not feel like you're missing out on the naughty stuff. It's always tastes a bit naughty, cauliflower. And I do a banging keto cauliflower cheese.
Banging keto cauliflower cheese?
Yeah, it's basically just cream, butter.
Sounds like a Jamie Oliver recipe.
Yeah.
Banging keto
cream,
cauliflower
butter and cheese, that's it.
I mean, delicious.
Banging cauliflower. By the way, these cutting boards that Joe's been using, we have those available as well. What did you just put in there, Joe?
A cheese toasty.
Cheese toasty. We're going back.
I don't know what's in here, but it feels very well cooked, whatever it is.
Yes, Samursa.
I think I've left it in there for too long, so I'm going to check, because I'm not going to embarrass myself on live TV.
Any more than you do. Oh, yeah.
It is. It's been in there too long.
You know what they say? When it's brown, it's burned. When it's black, it's bug.
Oh, the other bit. Yeah. Is that... I thought bug. What does he mean?
Well, thanks a lot for sticking that next to me. Jeez Louise.
Every now and then you cook something, you think, I don't know why I put that in for 4 minutes, but here we are.
Any chance we could throw that out?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but I love this for fish fingers.
It is actually smoking, so
yeah, it is.
Let me get rid of that.
So, to be honest, a samosa doesn't really require a lot of
well, we know now. It doesn't require as much preparation as a spring roll.
You might burn the occasional thing, but that's because, look, actually, I'd say it's a great selling point because this is a serious grill. If you put a samosa in a regular grill or an oven for too long, you're going to burn it.
Of course, and it just goes to show you that I am human. People think that you just
prick you and you bleed.
Pop my batteries out and store me in the back room, but that's not what happens.
No, I thought you were rechargeable.
Well, to some degree.
Just trying to figure out where they put the cable. 007475 is your item number for the Micro Munch microwave toasted sandwich maker and more. So, folks, please do check out. Honestly, you're running out of time. You've got less than 3 minutes before the show is gone, and we've done so much. You can do sandwiches. We've done goujons, fancy nuggets. We've done sausage rolls. We have done the nectarines. We have done anpasti. Every sandwich you can imagine, cheese and pickle, cheese and ham. We've done brie and some other, what was in the brie one?
Cranberry.
Cranberry. Oh gosh, we've even done, well, apart from the sweet, the savoury, we've done sweet. No, we didn't do sweet, did we?
No, we didn't.
You never did the banana and Nutella. We ran out of time. But also, look, we've got spring rolls, sausages, chipolatas that have come out, and just again to prove that God, that's hot. I shouldn't really eat this because it's probably got bread in it, but
it's hot. Delicious though.
Oh, I love a sausage.
What's your favourite kind of sausage?
I like an Irish sausage.
An Irish sausage?
You know Richmond sausages. Mm-hmm. Love those.
Cumberlands.
I love a Cumberland.
Is
I love all types.
Like a Lincolnshire.
A Lincolnshire, but a classic sausage.
Do you like a foreign sausage?
No.
Oh, I like a kielbasa. A Polish sausage.
Polish, and again, your Wiener, is it a Wiener Schnitzel?
Wiener Schnitzel. I love a Morthia.
I do like them. Like them. But they just don't taste like, they're more of an acquired taste. They're not really a sausage to me.
They're
sausage shaped, but not sausage flavoured. And there we have, ladies and gentlemen, your Micro Munch. It's your microwave toasted sandwich maker and more, et plus. And it's a twin pack for just £40. We've got, how many accents can I do in one sentence? 1 minute to go, folks. It's been a great night. I hope you've enjoyed it. Well, I've certainly had a blast. I've eaten like a king. And look, with 2 microwaves, 4 or 5 Micro Munches, look at how much food Joe has created. And I've been eating it as fast as he's been making it. So he's done very well. Now look, this is your classic. Your cheese, and what are you getting off there then?
I think it's one of your hairs.
My hairs?
Well, it's too long for mine.
I haven't got long hair.
Well, it's longer than mine.
Well,
let's just put that down to there. I just want to show you again. I think if you,
I won't charge you for
quite
it.
a few of them on there actually.
Thank you for watching, folks. Time is up. Check out now. Joe, thank you so very much, my friend.
Thank you. Pleasure
Always
as
good to see
always.
you. And thanks. I will see you again next Wednesday. I'm standing in for Shaylee. Till then, bye.